Would you believe my family helped build this city? Everywhere I look, a reminder of the people that abandoned me.
Okay, is this gonna work? Is it working? Here we go. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used this particular OBS scene collection, so I was a bit worried things had been a bit wibbly, but it seems to go okay. I'm still, I may change, I may flip around the camera because I mean that way I'm facing towards the game, this way I'm facing towards the monitor. Yeah, it's the usual green screen nonsense going on at the moment. Now, I did say I was going to be starting a new character, but I need to double check something first of all. So just bear with me one moment. Yeah, that's going right. Yeah, the the quest tracker. Also, there's a very particular thing I need to do first of all, and because there's a new feature, and they've called it. It is basically subclasses. So I want to very quickly unlock that, and then we will begin the chronicles of my new character. Because I think this unlocks it for the entire account. I think so. It kind of makes sense for me to do that. And when we get into the new character, once we get out of the starting area, there's a couple of other things I want to do first before we progress with the storyline. But first of all, let's just get this out of the way. So that's easy enough to get to. Yep. The Junwei Shrine. Yeah, it's like transferring some bits over from one character to another. Actually, I probably didn't do that off stream. I probably would do it then. Right. So yes, the subclass is a new thing that's been added, and it allows you to customize your character from ones. If you've gotten to, I think it's 50, then it automatically unlocks a certain achievement, and that achievement gives you access to their class skills. Not the armor skills, but it's a way of sort of customizing. There are limitations, but essentially this allows you to, like I say, really tweak your character within certain. Oh, there is a down there. Wow. Well, of course. There we go.
Your reputation precedes you. I've heard the tale of your eventful journey to Apocrypha. Your battle with an impossible Daedric cult. Impressive. Now, perhaps, you wish to take the next step.
Now, even though I am playing as a Khajiit, and I will be playing as another Khajiit, I've made no attempts to hide the fact that the Khajiits are my favourite race in this game. Then it's Argonians. Then possibly High Elves. Or maybe even the Dunmer. I don't know. Depends what sort of mood I'm in. But we'll see. I am not going to do the Khajiit speech. Well, not all the time. There will be moments when it will come back to me, like without me thinking about it. So expect the Khajiit voice and this one's way of speaking to come and go randomly as and when. I'm not going to commit to it, but then again, I'm not going to try and stop it if it happens. The next step. See, again, it's already started to come back.
In your travels, you have honed your skills. But a wealth of magical and martial disciplines exist across Tamriel. I have walked many paths.
So I'm pretty sure this unlocks it for the entire account. So this is why I want to get this done first, because the new class I'm going to be playing, I'm going to be trying to build with the subclassing / multi-classing, whatever you want to call it, in mind. Obviously, I'll be just trying to get them up to like level 50 first of all, and then I'll start changing it. But to begin with, it's good to have an idea of what your end goal for your character is in mind. Also, I haven't 100% decided what the subclasses I'm going to add to are going to be. You want to teach me? See what I mean? I didn't even think about it. As soon as I saw the text, my brain just went, speak like a Khajiit.
I will show you how to teach yourself. How to open yourself up to the ways of the ardent flame. The learnings of the great.
And the scribbing as well, that's good. There's a lot of new things they've added to this.
Grasp the balance of the green. All these, and more, are possible in time.
I'm interested. Tell me more.
Like the ways of the Anse, the sword saints of old, each discipline requires focus, drive, will. Those who choose to perfect these styles are among the greatest adventurers in the world. Who knows? Perhaps one day you may master them all.
I'm ready to get started.
Very well. Before you begin your tutelage, what disciplines would you like to discuss? There are many to choose from. The study of the high arcane, the duality of light and dark, perhaps, or the powers of the natural world.
Ooh. See, oh, that's interesting, yeah. This is an interesting one. It's like, powers of the natural world, I think that'd be like Warden. Duality of light and dark.
The manipulation of magicka. Speaking with the dead? Summoning Daedra
Oh, okay. So they divide into 3 categories. Yeah. Okay.
across the land. Do you wish to speak of those who call themselves sorcerers, arcanists, or necromancers?
Interesting. Okay.
Like the ways of the... Very well.
Duality of light and dark.
The void calls. The end of all things.
Oh,
While the light of hope...
I'm just going to go with Nightblades for now, just to progress this quest.
Two sides of the same coin. Would you like to know about the Shadow Walkers known as...
Because I do have some vampire stuff in this character, so it kind of makes sense.
Ah, stealthy fighters in darkness like the Vardenfell mercenaries. They reach for the shadow most with their skills of sight. Hold the disciplines you wish to study in your mind. Feel their power in your heart, and reach out with your thoughts. The path to learning these new skills begins with but a single step.
Subclassing, okay. So these shows you all the ones I think I've unlocked. You must always... Right. Customize your gameplay experience by subclassing. Subclassing allows you to equip class skill lines, so there we go, from other classes. To equip a skill line, you need to subclass a skill line from another class. Achieving rank 50. Right, okay, yeah, so it basically means you've mastered it on at least another character. Okay. Just always have one skill line from your primary class equipped. Okay. You can equip 2 subclassed or mastered skill lines, but only 1 subclassed or mastered one per class. Okay, so I could have, say for example, Necromancer and Nightblade, but I always have to have at least 1 for Sorcerer. Okay. Subclassing allows full use of arcane, passive, and ultimate. Oh, okay. So that means it's like a swap then. Each skill from subclass or multi-class skill lines will also cost 2 skill points instead of 1. Okay. Interesting. So okay. So for example, I could go with like say for example dark magic. I could swap out dark magic for let's say for example, where is it? Say Nightblade and stuff like that. Assassination. Oh, this is a lot more interesting than I thought. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, how, you know, building your class from the beginning to take account of this. Because if I was, say, for example, like, you know, working on the dark not too caring too much about the dark magic stuff, then I was like, So let's have a look. Let's see, which ones am I not really using? So capacitor increases your health, increases your physical shot damage. See, look at this. I'm only really using lightning flood out of all those skills. So if I was going to change one, for example, I would probably change storm calling. Yeah. So you know what? Because I think I can always change it later, I think. Oh, and then the scribing as well. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to... Oh, God, yeah, I've got all the different scribing stuff there as well. Those ones. Okay. Equipping your skill line. All right, yeah, let's just do this. Okay, so let's go with... Yeah, so let's go with... Oh, I don't know. Warden. Oh yeah, because I haven't. It's greyed out because I haven't maxed out a warden to level 50 of those skills. Same for necromancer. I've only sort of half done it for. Well, 2/3 done for arcanist. I've not maxed out one. I've got some characters, but I'll probably these are just sort of, you know, blitz through them just to get them leveled up to level 50 sort of thing. See, I've got sorcerer, but I'm already a sorcerer, so there's no point doing that. Dragon knight. So yeah, it's gonna be, you know what? Just for temporary, let's swap over storm calling. There we go. So we have strike. Okay, so what I can do? Yeah. See, I've now only got Okay, so now by doing this, I am now a sorcerer Nightblade, basically. I think I mean, I can always respec it again later, and I don't. It looks like I don't lose the levels I've got in the skills. It looks like I've just, yeah. I can just swap it over, and then pop it back whenever I want to, by the looks of it. Yeah, critical surge. Yeah, see, the main reason why I picked that was because of the healing effect, but. Okay, so I can like, put that back on there. So you can see I can customize it pretty much how I want. So let's just, yeah, there you go, reverse it back to how it was. Okay, yeah, okay. So
choose new disciplines.
Yes, so yeah, I'll do that again. So just because, so I'll go with subclasting, and I'm going to go with, see, assassination. Trying to think, what skills does it give me? It's been a long time since I've looked at it. Can't take the soul shred in the. Yeah, we'll go with siphoning for now. Just for a giggle. So it doesn't change anything on the main ones, including my own custom spell. But yeah, you know what? Let's put one into that. Yeah, it refunds the skill points. Benevolent offering. Healing yourself with an ally. No, that one. Siphoning portion of your soul. Oh, okay, drain power. You know what? No, I think I'm going to change that. I think I'm going to change that. Let's go with assassination, actually. See what that gets me. Slash an enemy. Teleport strike. Assassin's blade. Mark target. Grim focus. Interesting. Okay, let's see what other ones I've got access to. Yeah, that warden. Yeah, I've got. I was gonna do a sorcerer necromancer, but I can't do that right now. Or sorcerer warden, one of the two. Have like almost like a major pet build type thing. So this might be one I might come back to. Although I haven't said that. Sorcerer Arcanist doesn't sound too bad. What's this give me access to? Rune Blades, Fate Carver, Beam of Energy. Oh, that sounds cool. Fuse your arm with abyssal magic from tentacles. Lash out that one. Okay. Tomb of Inspiration. Each pulse advances strikes an enemy. That one. Okay. I want one that does like sort of healing-y type well. Try and imagine this one. Okay, you know what? Let's actually just go with this for now, because I can always just change it later. So yeah, get the first one for free. There you go. We now have Herald of the Tomb. There we go.
An excellent choice, Noshira. Your chosen discipline will inspire new adventures.
So it's a way of like customizing your characters just that little bit more.
I envy the start of your new journey.
Thank you, Batra.
Your choices today.
Oh, there we go. I get a respec scroll for free.
Always something to learn. Always new disciplines to explore. Go now, adventurer. Journey into danger.
So basically, that's
and learn what your skills, new and old, will make of the challenges you face.
Cool. Thank you. So that scroll basically means. Oh, there you go. Got a screen grab there. Yeah. So basically, that scroll means I can just respec that. You know what? Let's just do that now so I can see how it works. Where is it? Where'd it go? It's probably right at the top here. Oh, there it is. Right. Bound skill respecification Scott. So I can use that. And then I can just change that back and go, you know what? Let's pop that back on there. Switch it over. There you go. And then I can confirm. Yes. And obviously I have to to rebuild the okay, yep. So which one was it? It was Lightning Flood. So that there you go. I can pop that one back on there. And the other one I think was Surge, if I remember correctly. Yep, Surge, and then that gives. I can change it to one that gives me like a healing power surge, critical surge. I think it was the critical one. Causes you health. Yeah, because one does more for your spells, one does for healing. So I can just click on that. Boom, and there you go. I'm back to how pretty much my other classes were, with the exception of the passives, which I can now assign. But that's pretty much how subclassing works. As you see, like the skill points going up there. Plus, it's like, am I going to use any of these ones? Probably not. So I'm just gonna keep the skill points for if I want to change things later. But again, I will probably do it off stream. I will work on maxing out the other classes to like level 50 of just, like speed run, like through the quest, like yeah, just to level them up. Maybe go into like some dungeons or something. I won't be focusing too much on the new character. I won't be focusing too much on the collecting. It'll be more focused on the story, because this character here is my collect everything character. This is my Omni character. This is the one I want to, collect all the skills on, all the other, the scribing things. I will be unlocking scribing, the other skill stuff and things like that. But I think now it's done. It's unlocked for my entire account, I believe. And when I get into when I start with the new character, I've already pre-made them, by the way. So it will be starting straight from the tutorial, as it were, because there's some good stuff in the tutorial, and I'm glad they brought that back. But after we've done that, there'll be a couple of things I will need to do first, and one of them will be going and picking up a companion, because there's one companion that I think will be perfect for. It's a Khajiit companion, okay? Like I say, this is going to be a Khajiit playthrough. I warn you now. So if you don't like them, tough, deal with it. I mean, I'm already half slipping into the Khajiit voice every now and then, but yeah, that's also. I probably won't be focusing on the crafting, except to get the stuff that gives you, like the buffs there, like the medicinal use, and I think is it like up to the connoisseur and stuff like that. Those will be the ones I'll be focusing on, because it's very handy to make your own potions, make your own food. I may do basic crafting on them, but it's not going to be my primary focus, because this character's almost maxed out all the base crafting stuff. Still got nowhere to go with the motifs and the recipes, but it kind of makes sense to have one character who is ultra focused on collecting everything, and then this new one will be more story focused. But I will be doing things like probably doing things like the basic dungeons, and working through the storyline from the beginning. But this time I'll be picking up all the extra bits and pieces, all the stuff that I would have missed before, because it all goes into like a shared bank. Plus there's things I can transmute and give to my new characters. I will do all that busy work off stream, like during my lunch break or something, because a lot of it will be just going like click, 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 load out the other character, click, 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 stuff like that. Right, so for now, Valen is going to have a vacation. He's going to have a, oh yeah, one good thing as well, by it being on my account, new character, they have access to all the same amounts and everything else like that. Which is why I love it when games do account-based stuff rather than character-based. But for now, we're going to go and log out to my new character. Now you're going to spot them. You're probably going to spot them on the login screen, because they'll be right down at the bottom of the character list, because they've. There was another one, because I was like, do I want to go for one of this character class, or do I want to go for this character class? I honestly, I don't know. I did not know which one I want to go with. You'll see. So that's the odd login screen. I do like these login screens. Right, okay. So these are all my 10 classes I've got at the moment. This was my... I changed... I think this character was actually my first one. You can say I've got lots of sorcerers because the sorcerer class just clicked for me. It really did. Now this was when I played it a while back. Was my my Nightblade, which is why I had... You can see he's like level 50 and stuff, which is one of the reasons why I was able to use his skills in the subclassing, because I've got him to level 50. There's my boy Valen. So you got the Dragon Knight, got level her up to level what do you call it? Her up to level... Yeah, she's level 13. I've got Templar, got Necromancer. Again, I just created these characters just to do some like crafting writs and things like that. Now, I did play as an Arcanist and got her up to level 50, which is why I was able to access her subclass skills. Oh, I got confused there. There we go. So yeah, there's a Warden, which is like another pet-based class, but not exactly like a certain kitty who is currently sitting on my washing right now, freshly cleaned washing. But it was the closest I could get, and I wanted to look a little bit more sort of panthery as well. But yeah, I couldn't get the name to match, unfortunately, because it was already taken. So close to Chloe, which is my IRL Khajiit. And I'm going to be playing as an Arcanist, who is another spellcaster type, kind of magic-y focused. I haven't 100% decided on the build yet. I just want to make sure everything's all set up properly and go through the opening tutorial. But I'll say, once I've done the tutorial, whilst I do have the guide that I used before, that's another reason why I wanted to start a new character, was because when I created Valen, I missed out a lot of the stuff at the beginning because I didn't have access to this in-game guide. So this will be, and I've used this before, but this basically sort of points me towards, you know, getting the maximum sort of quests and skill points and things like that, like telling you where they are. Some people consider it a little bit cheaty, but I still have to press the buttons. I still have to go and do that. It's just literally the same equivalent of me looking at, let's say, the Wikipedia and going, right, one of the things is over here, one of the things is over there. This is where you have to go. It's like, screw that faffing around. I'm going to be playing this game. Now, I was tempted to redo without the scar, but honestly, I kind of like it. Now, again, I couldn't get exactly the right sort of shade, because technically, whilst Chloe is a black cat, she has that sort of auburn sort of look that some black cats get, where in the sunlight her fur goes like really sort of shiny, kind of almost brown and coppery. It's a strange thing, but it doesn't happen all the time. But it's like, I thought I had a black cat, but no, I do. So this is basically, yeah, it's based on her. Right. Let's start off by playing the cinematic, because I haven't seen this for absolutely donkeys.
The storm is coming. As the Imperial throne lies empty.
Oh, now this is definitely a game of spot who's voicing the characters. Yeah, it's
rests on the strength of a common prisoner's soul.
This is what happened to your character.
Evil awakens. A long banished foe stirs. Those who would destroy Tamriel seek out dangers to their dark plot.
I believe this is Michael Gambon doing the voice for the Prophet. Next.
And so death's long arm reaches out. It is the 582nd year of the Second Era. The drums of war are sounding.
If I remember right, this is set before Skyrim.
Journey begins.
In the timeline, I think. Oh, I've missed this music. There's just... Yeah, I'm having a big nostalgia fest for this music. And this is where your character begins. This is in this cell. Well, technically, yeah. Originally there was like a little snippet before that cinematic was played, where you'd be walking into the town and be like, one of the characters, an NPC would be like, "Excuse me, could you help me with something brave adventure?" And you'd be like, "Yes, of course. What is a brave citizen?" And then you get, smacked on the head, and basically the cutscene plays. Tamriel's gone. You are going someplace else, someplace far beyond the world you know. Someplace wrong. Yeah, I will at some point adjust and focus on my character's build, but until I get to like sort of level 50-ish, there's not really that much point in worrying too much about your build, because there'll be a lot of skills, a lot of items and bits and pieces you just can't use until you get to that point. So I've always said to people that from levels 1 to 50, just do what you want. Don't worry about your builds. I mean, keep it in mind, sure, but don't worry about it, because you're gonna change it. So once you get to level 50, then you can start accessing, let's say, the max level gear and sort of things like that. Okay. Oh yes, that's because of the trading thing. I have to turn that off.
Can you move?
Right, okay, one thing I need to do first of all is I need to sort of sort out my little guide thingy, because, like I say, it's not necessarily a cheaty thing, but it is something I don't really need to have it showing on the screen, but this is also where the chat box is as well. So I'm basically just sort of trying to adjust it so that, there we go, it's covering up both at the same time, because if I do the chat box, I can just press the thing and it will tell me what's going on. And for what's essentially going to be like a sort of semi-story focused thing, I don't really need it. Now, obviously, this game is modded with add-ons and bits and pieces like that, and I'll give a quick rundown of what my mod list, add-on list I should say, is. Now they will say a lot of them are out of date, but that's because there was literally a major update yesterday which added in lots of new features and other bits and pieces. It's again brand spanking new expansion, which I'm gonna have to get that very soon. Sorry, no, they use it more as like a content pass rather than you buy the expansion sort of thing. So, but it's basically the same thing. So you can see that a lot of them are listed as out of date. They're still functional. They're just, the little marker in the file that says this is for game version, 5.0 or whatever, just needs to be changed to version 6 or whatever they're using. I don't have the combat metrics one on right now because I don't always need that. That's one of those ones I turn on as and when I need to, and also I think that needs to be, see, the combat metrics fight data and the lib thing needs to be installed, but I'm not worried too much about that. Not on this character anyway. So you've got the alchemy stuff, destinations, display leads, antiquity leads. Again, I'm probably not going to focus too much on antiquity stuff for this character. I may just do it just to, show people, what it's like at the beginning type thing. But it's not something I'm going to be 100% focusing on for another character because it took me flipping ages. It was fun, but not something I really want to do again right now. So this is more story focused, with little bits and pieces scattered here and there as and when I get the urge. So furniture catalog is basically more for crafting things, so I don't need to have that on. Harvest map, now I will be having the harvest one on because harvesting is definitely something that is useful for the account as a whole, especially if you've got ESO Plus, because that basically, if I pick up an item that is considered to be a crafting item, for example, it will then go into the crafting bank. And there's other things I need to do as well, like there's also a new thing they've added for ESO subscribers, which I am, which is good for like what do you call it, for what's it called, for household furnishing. So it frees up a lot of space in your furnishing. Like it's a specific box that goes in your houses. You can go, you know what, boom, all the furnishings in there, and you can take it out and make decorating a lot easier and all that sort of gubbins. So yeah, I do have the Khajiit speak. I've turned that. I've kept it installed, but I've turned it off because it does sometimes interfere with the grammar. I've noticed, not by, you know, anything malicious. It's just occasionally it's like a bit jarring when, you know, it's not just a speech, because this is the way the Khajiit speaks. You know, it's like, yes, this one is quite happy with this reward from this quest and things like that. So you see, I've got, you know, random emotes, rare fish tracker, random mount, quest maps, daily quest trackers. Again, like the vampire woes. No, I don't need it on this character because I'm probably not going to be picking up the vampire stuff, although I may do, because the vampire thing was pretty cool. But again, that's not necessarily a must-do-it thing, because that's why I have multiple characters, so I can try out different things. And then the libraries are just basically, you know, bits and pieces that are used by multiple ones. You don't have to worry about those. But you see, I've got personal assistants. I've also got map pins, and there's also, I will show very quickly, there's this one which I think is the bandits thing, which allows me to keep track of the bank, gives me access to my bank, my trader, NPC, my smuggler, and then once I've unlocked them, the various companions. Now there is a companion here, which I think Ember, which once this has been done, I'll say this tutorial era, we will be going to get Ember first, because it will be so helpful to have a companion as a mostly solo player, because you can use them in, you know, when you try and solo certain dungeons and delves. Plus also it's just handy having like two you know, companions who are like once DPS. You can even set them up to like healing or whatever. Plus also as well, 2 Khajiits, I think it'll be freaking hilarious. Right, okay, so let's just make sure everything's all lined up the way I want it to, which it is. Right. Okay, so first of all, let's see what we've got in our inventory. We have got nothing apart from our chains and our sandals. We are literally a sort of soul-made manifest. And for those of you who aren't aware, the whole thing with souls in ESO, the soul is a tangible thing almost. It's not like an abstract concept. It's literally, you know, you have soul gems. You know, it's yes, you have soul gems, which are exactly what you think they are. But yeah, this is going to be interesting, because I say I'm going to be following. Now there is a official or semi-official playthrough order for doing the various expansions. You don't have to do it in that order, but from a storyline point of view, it's probably a good idea to do that, because otherwise you'll run into the age-old issue of NPCs, you know, saying, "Oh, this is good, like when you went and did so and so so and so," and you're like, "What?" So occasionally that sort of thing may happen but it's not going to be game-breaking. Now, granted, they have got, at least the last time I played it through, got pretty good at recognising. It's like, have you done of this quest? Right, do not mention of this thing. So, but again, sometimes it does seem a bit weird. So, like I say, there is roughly an A order. Generally, the way it works is there's 3 base campaigns, and depending upon what your character is, like say for example, I am a Khajiit Arcanist of the Daggerfall Covenant. So there's basically the 3 main, there's the 3 main base campaigns. You go for all those 3. There's some timey-wiminess to explain why you're technically able to do all 3 of the base campaigns. Then once you've done that, it becomes more sort of like the expansions, and that's when it becomes like a sort of single timeline. So yeah, there's a lot to do. There's a fair lot to do, but you know what? Like I say, it's I was going to be starting a new character anyway. So yeah, right, okay, here we go. Hello.
Slowly now. You've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself.
What's happening? Who are you?
Like you, I am a prisoner in this place. Yet so much more. I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope. The tapestry we weave is a complex one.
Yes.
I cannot hope to see its pattern in its entirety. Not yet.
What do you want from me?
You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself. Then find Lyris Titanborn.
The thing is, obviously, I have to put this disclaimer in. I have played this game quite a few times before. It is one of my favourite MMOs. I think only Final Fantasy XIV tops it for my favourite MMO of all time. But I will be playing this character as if they don't know who the various people are and things like that. But I may occasionally sort of go, oh, it's this character and things like that. But if I do, that's not the character doing it, that's Chris getting excited. Right. Back in character. So, there was Titanborn. Who is that? I don't understand.
Whoa there. Are you all right?
Ah,
The name's Lyris.
the big barbarian woman.
I hope you've still got some fight left in you.
I mean,
You need it.
I've made my character as tall as possible, and it's like, yeah, she is much bigger than me. Let's be like Karlach again. Right. I'm just going to look around because, again, this is the only time I'm really going to get to look in this area. So I'm making sure I am checking to see if there's anything I can find, loot, or whatever. But this is the only time I'm going to be able to get to do this. Is when creating a new character. That's like, right, dude. Alright.
Dead. Must have been the runt of the litter.
Okay, so what we got here? There we go. I have the Maple Inferno staff.
Weapon ready and stay sharp.
There we go.
Full of surprises.
Again, I'll be right back with you, Idris. I've got to check. There's a few bodies here, and you know, I want to make sure that none of them have anything I can borrow. I probably will be doing the Assassin's Guild and the Thieves Guild DLC stuff as well, because they are really freaking good, and they get you some good, sweet little abilities and bonuses. Defeat the prison guard. All right. Now, obviously, I technically don't know need to be told how to play this game, but like I say, I'm going for the tutorial. Here you go, skill line.
Keep moving. There are more
Oh, and I found 8 gold and 2 iron daggers. Huzzah.
Let's keep moving.
I know, Liz, I'm checking for loot, okay? I'm a Khajiit. There's certain rules and protocols that must be obeyed. And one of them is checking for loot. I need to go and blow my nose again in a minute. Also need to get my antihistamines. Alright. I'll do it after this. After this. You see, I've got no skills at the moment. I've just got a weapon. Because... yeah, I have to follow the... There you go. Block, so he's teaching how to block. There we go, boom. Yes, it's both to there we go. Yeah, so Lewis is...
A moment. Come here. We need to talk.
So, yeah. Again, my Khajiit's pretty tall. Like... And without meaning to... um... Oops, hang on. Was it that one? There we go. It's F12 to do it without the UI. Okay, cool. So I have to remember that. F12 for the no UI picture. But yeah, Lyris is big. She is a big lady. If, let's put it, despite the issues I had with Game of Thrones, this will be the character played by, and oh god, what's her name? She played Brienne of Tarth. Basically that person.
This place is an abomination. You can almost feel the hatred emanating from every rock.
Who are you?
A fellow prisoner. The name's Lyris.
Wait, Lyris Titanborn? Well, I was told to find you.
What? Who told you to find me?
Right, so I'm in my cell, okay? Gwendolyn Christie, that's the one, yes, thank you. Gwendolyn Christie, yes. Yeah, I can see her playing this. Although I will say Gwendolyn played a very good Lucifer in Sandman. Despite the fact that the author of said Sandman... But in terms of the show... She played a very good Lucifer. Surprised me how good she played it. Well, right, so yeah, I'm in my cell, and this weird ghostly old man in rags turns up.
The Prophet. He spoke to you? What did he say?
Well, he said our fates are entwined. I mean, I don't know, is he trying to set us up on a date or something? I don't know.
Ha. That sounds like the Prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here, too.
Oh.
It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment.
Oh dear.
You must think you can help me.
Well, I can still hear his voice in my head. I mean, what does he want me to help you do?
Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home.
Okay.
Tamriel's a long way from here.
Alright, well, I should definitely help you, giant warrior lady.
These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels.
I do have a question.
I'm sure you do, and I'll answer them as best I can.
What is this place?
You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore.
No.
Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold Harbor. And to top it off, well, there's no easy way to say it. You're dead.
Then how are we having this conversation? That's what I was going back to earlier about the soul being like a tangible, almost real thing.
I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself.
Fair enough, fair enough. But if I'm dead, who killed me?
A man named Menemarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel. They sacrificed you and everyone in this prison to the Daedric Prince Molag Bal.
Oh, lovely.
After you died, whatever was left showed up here. They call you the Soul Shriven.
Oh, so it's like I'm a soul fragment. Okay. What does that mean?
It means you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of eternity here in Cold Harbor, working under the lash of the Daedra. Unless, of course, you come with me.
Are you dead too?
No, I wasn't sacrificed. The Prophet and I were brought here conventionally, if that makes any sense. But we're
Right, okay.
same as you.
It's like a portal or something. How can we reach the Prophet?
It won't be easy. The place is watched by magical constructs called Sentinels. We won't stand a chance unless we can blind them. I'll tell you more when we get there. And we'll never get there if we don't get moving.
Okay, yeah. Hint taken, hint taken.
We should keep moving.
So I need to move the... Right, okay, it's going to put... Oops, sort this out for a second. I need to make an... where is it? The guide view, I need to change... You know what? I'm going to do this now. I'm going to change the... this is the guide I'm using. Where is it? You know what? I'm going to have to go into my keybinds, aren't I? Okay. Settings. Let's close that. Interface, I think? gameplay. No, I need to do this now because otherwise this is going to be. Oh, control. There you go. Derp. Right. Okay. Oh, they've changed the text. I think some people were talking about it. It's like some people would like the new text. It's a lot more. It feels like it's a lot more clearer. Granted, it's been a while since I played it, but it does feel like the text is clearer. Yeah. Okay, so I need to find where is it. There you go. Okay, so previous step is that one. Next step is 5. Right, okay. Oh, there we go. Yes, I bound it to... There you go. Watch the dialogue. Right, okay, we need to... Okay, there we go. Oh god, yeah. There we go. So this is our first elite. You see, I've still not got any skills. There's an important reason for that. In terms of storyline. There we go.
Well played, friend. Darkhaze Beard, you are good in a fight.
Thank you. Right. Okay, so... Oh.
Knows of your escape.
First of all, put on my new gear. And then I'll claim the leveling rewards. And for now, I'm going to go put it into Magicka. Because I'm going to be a magic-focused character. But I think the way Arcanist works is you can either do it Magicka or Stamina. Like, generally, you want to put it all into whatever your appropriate character thing is. So if you're playing like as a tank, you'd want to put it all into, say, health. If you're playing as like a bow user or like an like a warden, for example, you'd probably want to put it all into stamina. But as I'm playing as a magic-focused character, I'm going to put now all into Magicka. But as I say, once I hit level 50 or so, I will then respec as appropriate. You know, do it all in one hit. I'm not going to worry about too much about an optimal character build right now. I will just do what I feel is right, or go with what the you know, the in-game guide is suggesting, sort of thing. So I'll commit those points. That gives me more Magicka, which means more spell power, more spell energies even. There we go. Now, this is where things get interesting, because the way this works is you genuinely want to have, at least to begin with, one of each of these skills, because it helps to level up everything reasonably equally. So it's suggesting, for example, it's like, what do you want to go with? Claymore of the Deep. See, that's using stamina. I don't really want stamina. There. Take the powders, rightfully yours. This build is recommended for new combined turbulent and minute forces, because there's different ways you can build your character. Obviously, some will be more optimal for certain situations than others. That's very much a given. Like Room Knight, see, for example, the primary stat, health, healer. So you have here initiate, damage. So yeah, I'm going to go for Arcanist Initiate. You know what? Even though it says this build is recommended for new players, but again, I am not beholden to this. This is just what the game is recommending for it. So to begin with, we have 3 skills we can choose from. Rune Blades, and you see that costs 2,700 Magicka to cost. That's 3 times. What's it? Sorry, 3% increased damage for each active crux, which is a resource, I suppose you could call it. There's Runic Jolt, deals magical damage and does minor maim. It also taunts for 15 seconds. It's like, ooh, like interesting, a taunt. Sometimes you want to do that. And then you have Rune Mend, which basically heal you. So I'm going to go with Rune Blades to begin with. There you go, because that's one of the recommended ones. These things here, for example, allow me to change the colour. So I have unlocked and a lot of these things will be account unlocks. For example, Azure Blue. So now, rather than it being a sort of weird green, whenever I cast the Rune Blades 1, it will be blue. Same for Fate Carver. Again, I haven't unlocked that one yet, and stuff like that. So it's part of. It was part of the scribbling update, which allows you to make custom-ish spells. Like, you can't do completely custom spells, but it is something that they were, you know, wanting to bring in. So look, you have these base spells, and then these little modules that you attach onto it. So like, you might make it a fireball, or you might make it a lightning spell. So you decide which of the modules you want to have. But you can't have completely custom spells, which is fair enough, because in an MMO, that would be ridiculous. In a single-player game, you could get away with it, like Oblivion, for example. But in an MMO, no, you have to be a lot more. Now, there's been some controversy over this, as is always the way whenever a new feature gets added into a game. But honestly, I've quite liked it. And with regards to the subclassing, as it's literally only came out yesterday, I am inclined to adopt a wait and see for this, because I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's one of those sort of things that, like most games, gets overblown by the more vocal people. So I'm gonna adopt a wait and see attitude. It could be good, it could not be. We'll see. I think you got to give them a fair chance, and then obviously if they completely balk it up, you know, and they really sort of, you know, mangle how some character builds, then yeah, by all means, you know, let your displeasure be known. But there's ways of doing it without being real fanboys, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you don't. Yeah. I'm looking at you, certain fandoms, specifically some of the Star Wars ones. Right, okay, so now, whilst I can't sort of cast a spell now, unfortunately, you can see, because this person is, again, I'm gonna, see, wheelbarrow, search, no, it's only a gnawed bone. And you can see it's telling me to go towards it. Again, I'm just checking to see if there's anything I may have missed. I don't think that gnawed bone was particularly anything of interest, but if you look, you can see I have robes, I have a basic staff. Yeah, because this is literally the only chance I'm going to get to come here, I'm taking every opportunity to just, because whilst you can come back to this realm later, it won't be this particular map, because this is literally the tutorial zone. That's kind of the whole point. Right, so before continuing further, like I said, I need to go and blow my nose because I forgot to take my antihistamines earlier, like a silly boy, and I will take them now, and I'll be right back. I'm going to put on the, to see if the BRB screen works. It does! Yay! Okay. Okay, there we go. And I'm back. That was a good time. Right. Okay, so, you know when you sneeze and like your head just goes a bit, That's one of those moments. What the flip's that? So I need to check something, because this is a new Oh yeah. Oh, that's because that's because I'm still in the tutorial zone. Right. Okay. So we are back. Yeah, it's going good. Good. So obviously I can't cast a spell at the moment because I'm in a no spell zone. Enter cursor mode by pressing full stop or period. There we go.
The god of schemes can see every part of Cold Harbor. We need to distract him.
Right. So we'll start to see other players popping up at some point. I see that my my runes are
Again? Target practice?
yeah. Oh, the sass. There we go. You can see arcane stuff tends to be green focused, but ooh, I have a hat. Actually, equip hat. Now, technically, you aren't limited to what's the word? Like if you're a mage class, for example, if you can have a mage but be wearing heavy armor, or whatever, or you could also be a mage that uses a sword. You are reasonably allowed to customize your character within certain ranges. The thing you have to keep in mind, though, is especially from things like armor, is they tend to provide bonuses based on, let's say, if you're using light armor, it generally tends to give bonuses to magicka. If you're using medium armor, it tends to be towards stamina, and if you're using heavy armor, it tends to be towards health. So basically, your tank, your more adventure-y types, and your spellcasters, stuff like that. So you can do it. It just means you've got to be really sort of, what's the one I'm looking for? Really careful with what you're doing, and it's not recommended for beginning players. Once you know the game, or you think you want to sort of mix things up a little bit and just be a giggle, be like a mage running around in full plate armor, yeah, you can do that. You just won't be as optimal as a character who is using the appropriate level armor. Like, you're not necessarily being penalized as such. I mean, you kind of are, but you are being suboptimal for your class type. But if you want to do it, again, nothing's stopping you. In fact, some builds do make things a little bit more what's what I'm looking for? Do make things a little bit more interesting when you do it like that. Now, there's a creature coming up which, when you see it, it is not what you think it is. It looks like what you think it is, but it is not. See there, it is called the Watcher, but it is not what you think it is, even though it looks like it. Looks like that bit in Austin Powers. We should act like it is this, even though it is not. Yeah, we've done that. We killed the Sentinel. Oh, there's that one. It's up here. That was a Watcher, not a Sentinel.
Just got free of this place. Last thing we need is to get
Alright, there we go.
I'll keep watch.
That's it. Here you go, boom. Alright. So we've killed the Sentinel. Hello, Lewis.
While he's blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell.
Okay. So we come all the way up here. Stab the big eyeball. And now we're going back to here. I could run. See. Yeah, those things. They look like something, but they're not what you think they are. Lots of new players. Hello. Oh, lots of Khajiits as well, I'm noticing. Good, good. That pleases this one. Ah, I'm doing it again. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to force it, but if it happens, it will happen. Because the more I try not to force it, the more my brain will go, speak like a Khajiit, speak like a Khajiit, speak like a Khajiit. And it will happen. It will happen. Ugh.
You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's wagging tongue. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
Well, shut bud.
Damn it. Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us.
Who's Cadwell?
Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see.
Okay, he's been huffing the dried frog pills then. Right, how can a madman possibly help us?
Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
Okay, I mean, he seems like a colourful individual.
One fine day in the middle of the night, two dead kings got up to fight. Back to back they faced each other, drew their bows, and stabbed themselves.
Now, do you recognise that voice?
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
Ah, you must be Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then?
Okay, so I'm just trying to work out where you have what looks like a chamber pot on your head, but never mind. We're trying to get inside the prophet's cell. The door is sealed.
Oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much
Really?
more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between.
Ah, lovely. And how do we get through all of that?
Rather cautiously, I expect.
Haha.
Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind...
Hold on a nose. Wait.
Like it's not be a fair
It's a sewer, isn't it?
skull bashing as well.
Oh, okay, now I'm interested. Where's the entrance?
Follow the river. You'll find the door to the undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the prophet straight away. Do give him my best.
Okay, I mean...
Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
Quick question. How do you know Lyris?
Ah, Lyris. Girl's as mad as sheer Gorus jammies. Heart's in the right place, I suppose. Says she's got to rescue the prophet to save us all from eternal torment. How an old blind man could do that is quite beyond me.
What do you know about the prophet?
An imperial gentleman. Apparently he was once a powerful mage, but the years haven't been kind.
Yeah.
Says he knows of a path back to Tamriel. I rather think that if one existed, I'd have found it by now.
You don't think there's a way to get home?
I hadn't actually given it much thought. Anything's possible, I suppose. Truth is, I've been here so long, this place feels like home. But a good uprising now and again is a pleasant diversion, so where's the harm, eh?
Just quickly before I go, can you tell me something about yourself, Sir Cadwell?
Well, there's not much to tell, is there? It's the same old pish-tosh, gallant knight, epic quests, rescued maidens. I came to this land when my head was quite unceremoniously separated from my body. Bad luck that, but you make the best of things.
He just said his head unceremoniously... Of course, yeah, because he's a soul shriven. So how long have you been here?
Oh, quite a long time. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was the oldest of the soul shriven. Of those who didn't go feral, that is. I know every tunnel and path, every nook and cranny. The others look up to me, I suppose.
All right. Thanks for the chat. All right, come on, Lewis. We're going into the sewer.
Cadwell seems to think this undercroft is a delightful place. That probably means it's a death trap. We better be careful.
Yeah, he's definitely been huffing the dried frog pills. What's... Hey, look, frog. Nope, no, I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Again. Oh, apparently I found a lockpick.
The sooner you get that door open, the sooner we can get out of here.
Okay. This is what introduces us to lockpicking. Yeah, and let's unlock the lockpicking skill. Excellent. So what's that? F1? That is the... Oh dear. Okay, again. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, there. Ah. Right. So obviously there's traps around here. Not the fun types of traps either. But is it? Hmm. Yeah, there is a... There you go, roll past. The shatter roll, obviously. Search it. Oh, the foul. Again, we'll be searching and looting as much as possible. Oh, don't ever cast 10 skills of active skill styles. Oh, sorry, there's Timothy clicking in. I do apologise. I wanted the gold. And also just check. Oh, what's that? That's Lewis. Okay. Yeah, most of this stuff is just complete nonsense that I'm going to be looting, but it can all be sold, and it can be maybe utilised in certain alchemical equations and whatnot. There we go. Oh, there's one over there.
The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
Oh, there he is.
All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed.
So there's not much security, is there?
It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel.
Wait, what?
I'm going with you.
What? I'm sorry, what?
There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place.
And that's why there's no real security.
This is with the Prophet.
Wait, there's no other way?
Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you?
Oh yeah, because I'm technically dead.
Molag Bal isn't stopped. He'll destroy everyone and everything we've lost.
Okay, that is a good security system, I would admit. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you want to release this person? Yeah, you got to swap your place with them. What? And that person has to be alive. Yay. Nice, well, I'm ready when you are.
Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Gotcha. I hope we see each other again, Lyris. Right, I'll defend you whilst you do what needs to be done. Oh, she's floating. Alright, here we go. Boom. There's one down. So for staffs, I'm probably going to go for like a lightning staff because they're good against spellcasters. See you soon, Lyris. Oh, whatever it may be. Yep. We're back for you.
I remember this feeling. It will be fleeting, though, if Molag Bal has his way. Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. Lyris sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain.
Can we find a way to take her with us?
I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige.
Vestige? What is Vestige?
That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined.
Why does Lyris call you the Prophet?
That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now. We must make haste to the anchor.
The what now?
The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic.
Oh, lovely.
Chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor.
Oh, great. Dimensional anchors. Lovely.
Return us to Tamriel, but you must lead.
Oh, I see. So because they're grabbing something onto Tamriel, we can sort of metaphorically slide down them and use it to escape. All right. Sounds good. We'll be back for you, Lewis.
Stairs quickly. We must get to the anchor mooring.
Again. Hey, you must be quick. Yeah, I just need to loot. No, there's no loot here. Okay. Not that I can see. I missed any? I've missed it.
There it is.
Ooh.
Anchor mooring.
Hang on a second. Anybody seen Stargate, the SG-1 specifically, or even the film? Now, I'm not talking about the big Stargate itself, but when the Goa'uld ships are coming in and they do that teleport thing, they send down rings, don't they? You know, the vroom, 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 and then they beam down and the rings go vroom, back up again. Somebody's been watching Stargate. Oh, lovely.
The mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
It's Satan. It's a blue Satan.
Come, I will protect you.
Alright, fine. Yeah, this is basically my first proper boss. Right, even when oh god, no. Although the old Stargate comparison to those anchors is actually quite appropriate considering what they are. They are literally, you know, oh, there's quite a few of them. All ready to go. Boom. Level 3. Ooh, collar of bones. Let's see, I'll equip that. Yes. And that's a medium one. I'll equip that because it's got training stuff on it. Which is good. That helps me to level up XP. Is good. And right, again, I will. Oh, a 45 meal. Yes, please. Again, put it into the Magicka. Because I have to do a respec later. So now, on this one, I want to do either Soldier of the Apocrypha or Curative Runiforms. I'm probably going to do them in order so I know which ones I've done. So looking at this, it is suggesting, you know, if I'm going by the Arcanist Initiate path, to go with Runic Jolt. Craft a defensive rune that deals magical damage and applies minor maim, reducing their damage done by 5%. So that's like a sort of buff, you know, sort of defensive debuff, I suppose you would call it. So yeah, I'm going to have 1 point in there. Even if I end up that I don't ever use that particular, you know, skill line, then I'll just, you know, subclass it once I unlock it for this character. So I now have 2 skills. Obviously, there's also the passives as well, which give you things like while a beneficial soldier of pocket, increase your armor. So basically, this is more sort of like the tanking stuff. So you have the damage, tanking, in effect, healing.
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form.
Yes.
To do this, you will need a sky shard.
Yes, if I remember correctly, the planet I think is called Nern, and I believe the continent is called Tamriel. I believe. My ESO lore, or Elder Scrolls lore, I should say, on the ESO, is a little bit rusty, but I believe there's a difference. So, I know there's a planet. It's something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's something along those lines. Yeah.
A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence
Yeah, the
of
difference between like Europe and Earth.
the missing god of creation.
Nice.
Collect and absorb its power. It should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb.
How do I absorb it? Do I eat it? Do I do something else with it? I mean, you know what I mean? Does it have to go right up there? That's what I'm saying.
Fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the sky shard.
Yeah. I was like, Khajiit instincts must loot, even if I'm only getting ash. Oh, see that iron gauntlets. Oh, iron gauntlets. There we go. Oh, I got those and one. Oh, what? See, that's a heavy armor, and that gives me. Oh, you know what? I'm going to equip that. See, this is why you loot. Even in the tutorial areas, this is why you do it. Because you get shinies. I mean, granted, sometimes it's not so shiny, but sometimes it is. I mean, he's trying to escape, and he sees me. He's like, yeah, hold on, look, is that a treasure chest over there? I think it is. Yes, there's 2 treasure chests. Oh, see, this is why we do it. Also, nothing in there. Poo. Right over here. Oh, some more lockpicks. All right. Oh, data husks. Again, stuff to sell. Where are you going? Oh, sorry, Prophet. Sorry, I was distracted. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not. Give unto me your power.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time.
3 sky shots, 1 skill point.
Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Moloch Baal be denied.
Can I flip Moloch Baal the finger?
Hurry! We must go now.
Oh, that's cool. Oh. Vroom. Hey, teleportal beam. To be fair to him, it's teleporting's been around, well, as a concept in sci-fi and games like that for absolutely donkeys, like since Star Trek at least, maybe even before. Trying to think of how do I get rid. Yeah, say it. I need to remember how to turn off my fish tracker. That's it. But I remember about that. How do I do that again? Is it? No, that's the. Oh yeah, I've got to do my. I've got to do these as well. But once I've. Yeah, I'm now. Tracking the golden pursuit. What was the? Right, let's do this now. It's controls. I don't remember what I did for this one. Oh, no, that's not that one. I can't remember which one it is now. Toggle display, no. Toggle recipe window. Nope. Because I've got a lot of things, I was trying to find the right one. So there you go, page down. There we go. That'll do. Right, so now if I toggle page down, it disappears. Sweet. Okay. Alright, and we are now into the game proper.
As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city of industry where men speak of intrigues and plots beneath layers of innuendo and pleasantry. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path.
How long was I unconscious?
Days, weeks, I cannot tell.
That's...
The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea.
You did punch a hole in the reality's barriers, so...
You to dry land.
Well, that's awfully nice. So much to thank them. What should I do now?
I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Murloc Ball.
Basically, this is where the game's saying that, yeah, go out, adventure, have fun. When you get the right level, or to the right point, I'll get in touch. When will I see you again?
I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet.
2 skill points, soul magic, which is pretty sweet. There we go.
Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Murloc Ball looms across all.
Okay, so I need to keep track of that. Stross.
Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you.
I'm just going to write this in chat so I can remember which one it's recommended me to go to. Stross Makai. So I'm going to decline it for the moment. And there's a reason why, as I've mentioned before.
You must find your own path. But perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause.
I was going to say, can he not look at me? Then I realised, no, dude's blind.
You might even seek out those who
That's a bit rude of me.
from the sea. The choice is yours.
You think there are many who need my help?
Indeed, I sense that even now, there are good people near you who face grave danger.
Yep.
They need your assistance, should you be willing to give it. To thwart the will of Murloc Ball, we must skirmish with evil wherever it rears its head.
And there are others who would join me in this?
We do not face these troubled times alone. Many shall rise up to fight this tide of darkness. Wherever you go, you will encounter others who share your courage and valor. Help them if you can, and enlist their aid if you have need of it.
Okay. Right. So, first things first, I need to open this. Now, this is a new thing they have added, like, recently. This gives you a complete set of what is called training gear. Now, this is very low level, but the whole point behind this is to give you a little bit of experience buff as you're playing through. So you can see here, for example, yeah, you can see experience. Let's start again. Increased experience gained from kills by 9%. 9%. 9%. And there's like a whole set of these. As a word to the wise, as it were, you do not want to get rid of these. You do not want to sell these. You do not want to break these down. Put these in your bank because training gear is very handy for alt characters. Like, even if you're out leveraged, think, okay, that's cool, that's fine. I will just give it to one of my other characters because then it will help them level up. So it's, yeah, even if you decide you never want to use it, don't throw it away. Stick it in your bank. So I'm going to take everything and I'm going to equip the whole lot. So this is going to give me like loads of buffs to like Magicka. So you can see there. Now if I get 3 items in the set, you can see one item gives me maximum health. A second item gives me maximum Magicka. A third item in the set will give me also maximum stamina, which is a fair amount. So let's just put all these on. So yep, binds it to my account. Binds to my account. Binds to my account. Binds to my account. Binds to my account. So you can see my Magicka has just gone right up, and I now have Magicka recovery of like basically every 2 seconds in combat I get 1,606 Magicka back, which basically means spells. Right. So now, like one thing, like I say, I will. I'm not going to steal from these people because these are the people who rescued me. You know, I could do, but I'm not going to. Like I say, I don't like playing dickish characters. It's some people do, and perfectly fine. I mean, there are things as well. Plus, also, I'm not going to really steal until I join the Thieves Guild. Okay, got ads coming up. Now, this is the next person who would, you know, start me on my way. And as you can see, if I look on the map, I am in Stross Makai. This is not a tutorial zone. This is one of the beginner zones. But like I said, there's something I want to do first because I want to have them on my adventure from basically day one. So I am going to see if this does this. I think it does. Extras. companions. Yep. So this gives me like for main quests. Like if I only want to do the main quests, I could do it here. If companions, sky shards, lore books. I'm going for companions, and we're going for the fellow Khajiit, Ember, because I think she's an awesome character, and I believe once I've unlocked her, she will have still the same skills and stuff that I have unlocked on Valen, but we won't have the rapport. So if she isn't fully maxed, her skills will be like her relationship with me will be slightly slow. But I think I've got it unlocked for the account. I will check in a second. There we go with Ember. Now there's also Isabel as well, who's voiced by Laura Bailey. I remember that one because it's just like it kind of caught me off guard and thinking, no, that can't be. It's like no, it is Laura who's voicing that character. And honestly, all of these characters are worth getting. The order in which you wish to do them is entirely up to you, but I personally think they are all worth getting. So, click on that one. All right. So I'm going to check first. Where is it? It's under. There you go. Collections. So, companion keepsakes. So, where is it? The Thieves' Tools, for example. Permanently grants a passive Ember's Intuition to the bearer. These are the ones I permanently unlocked, which is... now, this one, I believe Isabel's Grace means when I fight a world boss, there's a chance for an extra loot pack. Miri's Expertise is, I think, any time I get any loot, there is a chance for a what do you call it? Like an extra, just all sort of basic loot pack. I mean, not always fancy, but they do sort of kind of work together. This is another good one because what this one does, Azendar's Inquisitiveness, means every so often I might find a little book or a portfolio, and in that portfolio, there's a good chance of there being some perks, being some recipes. One other thing I do need to do, and I'll do this now actually because I completely forgot, is sort of show through this. I think I've shown this before on previous playthroughs, but like I say, this is for anybody who hasn't seen it before. These are kind of like passive levels, you can say. No, not passive levels. When you hit level 50, you start earning what's called championship points, and these are sort of sideways progression. That's the term I was looking for. Like, for example, Gilded Fingers. Increase your gold gain by 2% per stage. So if I max that up to 50 points there, and I've got 450 points to spend, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means an extra 10% gold per I will get. If the original reward was 100 gold, I'm now getting 110. Stuff like that. Fortune's Favour increases the amount of gold you find in treasure chests and safe boxes by 10% per stage. Oh look, they kind of all stack together. And of course there's other bits and pieces, like cost of repairing your armour, travel, things like that. Now obviously to get to say Wanderer, for example, I need to go either from Soul Reservoir to Breakfall to there. Sorry, from Breakfall to that. Or alternatively, I'm going to go from here to there to there. Now, if I was playing a more sort of, sneaky, stabby type character, I would be focusing on this side because it allowed me to go to, Fleet, Infamous, Shadow Strike, Cut Percy's Art, stuff like that. So this is why, as I say, you want to sort of keep an idea of the sort of build you're going for, especially with subclasses as been an addition, because if you want to play a sort of multi-class type character, like I say, I don't know, a thief sorcerer, you're probably going to want to put some points into stuff over this side. If you're playing more sort of like an explorer, gatherer, you may want to put some things into, like, say, treasure hunter and stuff like that. That's, a few over here might be handy. But I think for now, and you can do respecs, but it does cost, I think, like the higher level you are, I think the more it costs. But by that point, it's not negligible, it's just a gold sink. I think I am going to keep this free because I don't know. As I'm saying, this is. I need to decide what at least these things are, because when we start getting to this, we have crafting, which is like the non combat stuff. You then have warfare, which is for like, you know, like your DPS and things like that. And then you have fitness, which is for like your health, your you know, things like maximum health, maximum armor, recovery. Generally speaking, I'm probably going to go for all of these, but you can see there's ones that are marked in yellow. Those ones you do not have to slot, but the ones that aren't in yellow, you have to slot. And you can see there's only 4 slots available per block. So on here, it's like, yeah, tumbling, not a problem. Defiance, not a problem. But if I wanted to have to say boundless, fortified, rejuvenation, and harden, that's it. That would be the only 4 I could have that aren't this. You can always tell because it always says add to champion bar, which is this thing here. Add to champion bar to activate. So yeah, maximum health. I mean, I can probably do this like now. Again, just because this is again relatively easy, I probably would want to have this, because it all keeps me alive. So I'll just pop it up in there. Boom. I'll pop that one up in there. Boom. And I'll max out that one. There you go. And what else have I got? For example, Sprinter. Or Tireless Guardian. Or like, you know, here. And see, some of them you have to sort of go into because there's like, they're all sort of linked around certain things like constellations. And you can kind of see, you kind of see in the background the constellation that is there. But yeah, for now, let's just do these basic ones. Eldritch Insight. See, Magicka per stage. Yeah, oh yeah. As a magic user, I'm going to need that. Let's crank that bad boy up. Tireless Discipline. Maybe not. Critical chance per stage. Yes, please. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Fighting Finesse. Critical damage and critical healing done. You know what? I will pop that into there because that sounds good. So we'll pop that up there. Let's see. Arcane Supremacy. Max Magicka. Weapon and spell damage by 3 per stage. Okay, so I'm probably going to put it into this. And again, I will go through this properly, like on the weekend. I will change it just to sort of tweak things here and there. So I've got one more blue slot left and one more red slot. So let's do this blue one here. Again, just pick something. So look what we've got up here. Let's go with critical damage, flanking, kill enemy, oblivion, spell damage, weapon and spell damage to your damage and abilities per stage. Okay, let's just go with that one. There you go, 41 that. And alternatively, when you deal direct damage, so that actually might be a better one to go with, thinking about it. Again, I'll change it later. Okay, boom, that's the that's that one. Let's go back to red. So I've got these 3 here now. See, tumbling or sprinter. No. Tireless Guardian. No, don't need that. Thing is, I need to get some of these to at least go over to this. So, like Hero's Vigor, maximum health per stage. So in order to get to that, I need to go for at least 1 stage here. Now I don't have to use it, but I do need to sort of have it there. So for example, Magic Tenacity. Creation of let's just do that for now. So now, yep, that's unlocked Hero's Vigor. There we go. Piercing Gauge. Stealth Detection, don't need that. Shield Master, don't need that. Siphoning Spells. Restore Magicka per stage whenever you kill an enemy. Oh yeah, that's going to be very helpful. So you see I've got 204 points left. Stage, I don't need that. Strategic Reserve, Health Recovery. Yeah, you know what? Again, I'm going to change this now. What's this? Expert Evasion. Let's see, Splinter. Yep, so we'll pop that. Oh, having said that. I can either have, you know what? I can't do that because I've only got 1 more red left. So I'm going to I'll put Siphoning Spells there. So let's look at what else have I got. Break Free. Yeah, let's put something there. There you go. Okay, let's go over to green now. So, what's it? I want to have Steed's Blessing, increase your out of combat movement speed. Yeah. Let's max that bad boy up. There you go. 20% movement speed buff. Huzzah. Right. What else can I do? Let's go with, because I want to go with Wanderer, because honestly, that is one of the sort of things you think, oh, that cost is going to be, that's negligible. But trust me, all that gold use adds up over time. Even if you're using, even if you are using, sort of guild mates to teleport to and things like that. But let's go with Gourd. Fortune's Favour, because I want to get up to Treasure Hunter. So I'm only going to do it to one stage for here, just so it unlocks the next node. There you go. Oh no, technically I could. Oh, you know what? No, I don't need to do it that way. I don't need to do that. I can do it the sort of more long-winded way. Okay, so let's just do it to one stage right now. There you go, unlocks that. Steadfast and 10% not consumer charge. Yep, I'll just do it up to the first node point so far. Treasure Hunter. Oh yeah. There we go. Boom. There you go. It's a nice passive there. Master Gatherer. Well, I want to go to Plenty of Harvest, so let's just put let's just put it up to the first node. Got 221 points there. And then Plentiful Harvest. Yep. Give me all those extra things. Homemaker. Yes. That is a really good one. It costs 25 points, but it does mean you have a 10% chance to find a second furnishing plan. I have literally had this when it has given me, like, from the bonus things. I have found 4 in one thing, because his thing had 2, and each of those then procced to give me the second furnishing, so I ended up with 4. 2 of them were the same. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is like if I want to do fishing, sneaking, professional upkeep, repairing the armor. Yeah, you know what? That's a good one. We'll put something in that. Wall mount. Yeah, let's put something in that. Oh, see that costs like 50. I've only got 15 points near. So I'm gonna pop that up to the first node. There you go. And you know what? Just so it's I'm gonna. So we've got Gifted Rider, War Mount, Steed's Blessing. There we go. I've now got all 4 slotted as a work in progress. Let's see, we've got TESO Pre-Artisan. There's active. Oh, I didn't even realise that was there. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna get rid of that one. I need to. There you go. Right, so now I get a 15% bonus to slotted experience. Wow, that's really helpful. Okay, what I'll probably will do. I mean, that's actually pretty good because it means no stamina costs outside of combat. But I think for now, I mean, that's going to cost me 75. Let's see what else we've got here. Disassembly, homemaker. Yeah, let's mix that. Liquid efficiency. Whenever you use a potion, yeah, you know what? That's. Oh no, that's got to be from rationer. Oh, that's it. Yes. Boom. There we go. That gives me an extra 30 minutes to any food or drink, and that's used up all my things, I think. Yeah, I will leave that as a blank for now. Let's see, Gifted Rider. Yeah, Master Gatherer, Steeds. Yeah, I think that's it. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I will go with that for now. There we go. Yeah. Think of it as, like, say, sort of sideways progression. And if your character is brand new, you don't start gaining these championship points until you hit level 50. So that's why I say, to not worry too much about, especially if it's your first character, don't worry too much about mastering your build. But keep it in mind, obviously, because if you want to get, let's say, a lightning staff, and you get a really good one that's actually pretty good, decent, but you're not quite at the level that you can use it, you keep that one handy. Right. So there you go. Right, so I need to go to High Isle and Aminos and then travel to a place called West Bay. Now, I think I've got a... there you go. Something that will allow me to teleport to it. Now, okay, again, I do have, so keep in mind, I do have lots of add-ons added. These are all not necessarily approved, but they are like, look, as long as you're not really cheating and doing automation, you know, like in PvP or something like that, or, you know, automatically going up to the harvest nodes and going click, 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 click. Excuse me. Random here. Then yeah, you know, if it's informational type stuff like, oh, stuff like this, or things that sort of speed up a process, kind of okay. It's not when you just cheat. No cheating. There we go. So it says it's going to keep kind of saying auto recharge because I don't have any of the I do not have any of the oh, what do you call it, auto repair kits. So that's going to keep coming up every so often, but don't worry about that because it's reminding me as well. Okay, so because I've used the travel to any, you know, travel to a friend, companion sort of thing, it takes me to the nearest way shrine that they're at. So now that I can use this, I need to head to a place, say, called West Bay. So looking at this way shrine are a fast and inexpensive way to travel. Oh, that's debatable. Alright, so I need to go to West Bay. Where's West Bay? Where's West Bay? Where it is. So I'm here. Oh, hello. Where the flip is it? No, this is a quest. No. But be careful because there's a lot of quests here and I want to do them in the proper order. Apart from this one. So, where is this? Hi, hello. Yes, this is the Khajiit I modeled this after. Where is it? That's it. Oh, I was going to say, I need to turn off the fishing as well because I did a lot. I did some fishing. Oh, sorry, the fishing tracker. I made this temporarily to say turn off that that add-on. As not because it's bad, it's just because I'm probably not going to do fishing on this character. So again, not saying I won't, just I probably won't. So what's that? That is fouled fishing, isn't it? Okay, so that's probably going to be for down here. Possibly, no. No. Okay, no, I'll do that then. Okay, I'll do that. Right, I'm trying to find, as I say, West Bay. What's that coming up with that? Oh, yes. There we go. Right. Hello, cat. Right, where is it? Where is it? I need to head to West Bay. Barracks Rest. Yeah, high on Aminos. Because it might. I don't think it's over on this side. Because if it's on this island, I'm in a bit of trouble. So this is going to be a tricky one to get to. Where is it? Is this a problem now? Because it's whole new. I'm like, where do I go? Where do I go, George? Okay, let's just try something. Right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. I'm literally at the place I needed to go to. Right. Okay. So, I can mount up. Now, here you go. Eye has a bear. Now, I do need to visit the bank again at some point and get the riding lessons, which will help speed things up. But for now, I'm just going to very quickly go and pay the... why are you stopping biting my hand? Pay the... with this person over here. Pay them a visit. Where are they gone? Stable Master. There you go. Wait, you stop. Sorry, somebody's the IRL Khajiit is demanding attention, aren't you? And like the fool that I am, I keep giving you the attention that you want. Yes, there's also various what do you call it? Various housing and bits and pieces as well. But I need to go. Where? I need to go. Let's see. I'm there, so I need to go I don't need to go. I can go south and then just follow it that way. It's probably going to be the easiest way of doing it. So I'm not as fast because I haven't leveled up my riding skill, but sorry. What is the matter with you? I mean, I know it's 8:45, but it doesn't mean you get to be a pain in the butt. Right, where am I going? I'm going the right way, good. So this will be our first task, to get ourselves a companion. Namely, another Khajiit. And then once that's done, we'll return to Stos Makai and begin the story. Begin the storyline properly. Sorry, stop! You're being a pain. Every time I put my hand on the keyboard, she keeps headbutting my hand. It's like, human, pay me attention. I know. You may even hear her purring. That's not good. That's not the in-game Khajiit. That's the real life one. Still, cat hairs everywhere. Right. So, you can see now, one thing they've done. I'm not entirely sure how they've done it, but because the way the game has been designed, pretty much you can do the zones in whatever order you want. But I'll say, canonically, there is a chronological order in which to do it, and I will be following that as much as I can. It's not going to really matter too much right now because I'll be doing the free base campaigns. It's only once I've got out of that I will then have to be a bit more concerned about what areas I'm going to and things like that. But the community leveling guides will be helping me in that regard, so I won't have to worry too much. Also, there we go. So there we go. So I'm now going to follow this path, and it would take me to Ember. Now there will be certain things I will be keeping an eye out for as I'm going along, which is again another reason why I want to start a new character. So to sort of well, actually, not even start a new character. Just sort of start a new character. Look at that beauty. Every time I come into this game, I'm always reminded by just how frigging beautiful it is as a game. And there definitely will be points when you will see that the beginning areas are not as well developed as the later areas. Now that's not a fault as such. It's just literally, when the game came out, different technologies, different methods of doing things, But you will notice that as we go through the game, as we go through the newer areas, there are certain places that are just like, okay, yeah, it's showing its age a little bit, but then you get to some of the newer areas, like kind of like this, and it's like, and this isn't one of the new areas. This is newer. Now, I can say these things like that, like these sky shards and stuff like that. I am not going to be picking those up because we are here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to get our companion. However, I will be expecting like treasure chests and things like that because there's a skill associated with unlocking them. Like you can see it on the mini-map and sometimes on the compass. There will be like a little yellow chest, and I will sometimes head towards those as we're out and about because, like I say, it will. He's been attacked by a little bug. Oh, is this it? Oh, this is a person in speech. Hello.
Steer clear of Tor Draok, stranger. Those strange moats are everywhere. I saw one of them turn a cow into a person. I'm getting out of here before one of them gets me. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a farm animal.
Yeah, sorry to the chest, okay, yes, working. I'm sorry, what's wrong?
I don't know. I was just trying to cut through the area around the old wizard's tower there when I spotted those strange moats. It was chaos. Unnatural things started happening, and then one of the moats started chasing me.
I remember there was one more that I forgot. Oh, sorry, add-on I forgot to install, which basically allows me to like sort of press like 1 or 2 to select this. But well, I don't have to have this. If I remember, I will try and get that added on tomorrow. But But it's that way. I don't have to have like the key. I don't have it like hovering over the option. I can just go like 1, 2, 3 or something. But I can't remember what it was called, so I'm gonna have to hunt about for that. That's a job for tomorrow, though. Right. Wait, do things like that happen at Tordrak often?
No, not that I've ever seen. And I take that shortcut almost every day. The Magister who lives there and his Khajiit assistant, Ember, are nice enough. I hope they're all right. But I'm not crazy enough to go back. You look brave. Maybe you could?
Okay, I'll go and see what's going on at Tordrak. There we go. So, this is the quest. I'll just check that first of all. Yes, this is like the current quest I'm on. Tower Full of Trouble. Okay. There she is.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you look like someone who's good at cleaning up messes. I've got a big one for you, if you're up for it. I'd pay you for your time, but I need someone quick on their feet. This mess is turning into a crisis.
What's going on?
I was experimenting with a spell while my mentor Majesty...
Yeah, she's a sorcerer thief, if I remember correctly.
Right. If it doesn't get dealt with, it's going to spread beyond this area and harm a bunch of innocent people. I can't fix it on my own, so I need help.
How can I help?
I need to develop a counterspell, but first they're protected.
I love her armor. It's really freaking cool.
Other than myself, so I don't taint the magic. That's where you come in. Like I said, if you help, I can pay.
And you've said the magic words, pay. I'll help you.
Hold still. You'll need this unless you want to spend the next few hours as a sheep.
No, thank you.
Not as glamorous as it sounds.
Yeah, I bet.
Here, take these crystals.
Always crystals.
To restore the ward. The first one is in the meadow just up the hill to the north.
Oh, what do these wards normally do?
Mostly they serve to keep errant magic inside Tordriak's boundaries. You know, the standard 3 points of protection thing.
Indeed.
My spell kicked those wards in the teeth. They're not protecting anything now.
I think one thing I'm probably going to try to do on this playthrough, that I didn't really before, is to explore more of the chat options and things like that. Now, I'm not going to do it for all of them, I will clarify that now, but I think on sort of like major NPCs or ones that just grab my attention, you know, and go, oh, you're an interesting person sort of thing, then I will probably deal with some of that. But, because I say, this playthrough is more story focused, so to me it makes more sense to do it like that, but we'll see. Why can't you restore the world yourself?
The spell I created has my magical mark on it, if that makes sense.
There
are certain types of magic that can be affected by their creator, intentionally or not. Messing with forces already attuned to you can have unpredictable results.
Yes, you know, so if you tried restoring the worlds, it might make things worse.
Exactly. Magic is powerful and great and all that, but it can be pretty sensitive. Fussy, Magister Irin likes to say. And since my spell is already wreaking havoc across Tordreak, I'd rather not take any unnecessary risks while fixing it.
Okay, so remind me again, who are you?
The name's Ember. Well, technically it's a nickname, but it's all I use. I'm Magister Irin's apprentice. I think he regrets taking me on sometimes, but he's got a big heart. He saw that I had no formal training and told me to come here to learn.
Where is he exactly?
This is Tordreak. There's a big wizard's tower. You can't miss it. I've been living there with Magister Irin, plus a few people who keep up the grounds and the tower itself. All of whom have been affected by my spell, I'd guess.
This is it. For example, remind me of what I need to do again. Yeah, we don't need that. But I will try to do more of the more of the conversation options. Right. So let's dismount. There we go. Poor Dreok. So obviously I'll get experience, like the destruction, medium armor, light armor. I'll get a little butterfly. Yeah, butterfly, which will be good. Okay, so I'm going over here. Oh, great. Oh, I've been attacked by a wisp. Oh, there we go. Okay, I need to turn that off. Okay, so there's something down in the bottom right corner that shouldn't really be there. It's like the loot trap. It's just like little things I'm going to change every now and then. So I think it might be interface, house tracker, crest tracker. I don't need that because I've got one. Chat bubbles, performance frame. No, I don't need that. There's a loot tracker thingy as well, which I don't need. Gameplay? There's a bit gameplay maybe. Loot history, okay. That's the one. It's loot history. There we go. Okay. So yes, it's just like little things I've got used to on my other characters. It's like I believe there is a way I can synchronize the two, but I'm not going to do that now in case it balks things up. So I will deal with that. Again, gives me time to do my lunch break tomorrow.
Here we are. I'm going to cast a little purifying spell while you place the crystal so nothing disturbs us.
Okay.
Let's do this quick.
Got you, stink cat.
That's one ward restored. Let's go fix the next
I
one.
think.
It's in the glade
Hey,
west of here.
what are you doing? No. Okay, just be careful because there's cables there.
I really should have paid more attention to Magister Iran when he was explaining how these protective wards work. I should have paid
You've
more
chosen a very odd spot to sit.
Actually, the next one is in the glade. It's just across the way to the west.
So, will restoring the world return everything to normal here?
Unfortunately, no. The wards are just to keep the unstable magic inside the bounds of Tordrea. That way, I can work on a counterspell without worrying about the original spell spreading.
Okay, makes sense. But how did you know about the wards in the first place?
Magister Iran made sure I knew what they were and what purpose they served as soon as he took me on as an apprentice. He wanted me to be familiar with as much as Tordreac as possible, or at least the parts that keep it safe.
Okay, sounds good to me. Right. Okay, so, oh, no, wrong way. Okay, so you can see it on the minimap. So yeah. I will definitely, as I say, I know I've installed the thing that allows me to sync up the settings so they're the same across every character, but I just can't remember off the top of my head what it is, so I'm not going to worry too much about it now. I'll do it afterwards. There you go. So you can kind of... Oh, wow. You can kind of... If you look under the stamina bar, which is over there, the green bar, you'll see there's a yellow bar. And basically that is my experience bar. So here I can do some fishing if I really wanted to. Oh. Wow, that's a big bear. There we go. Okay. So it's going to be over here somewhere. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Right. There's a cave or something. Oh, it's over there. I see it. So. Now the thing between our characters is before we were both sorcerer thieves, so we've basically sort of almost like, you know, almost played like sort of brother and sister type thing, but in this one it's like a difference between a wizard and a sorcerer. An arcanist is kind of the closest this game has to wizards. It's not exactly like a wizard, but there's a lot of sort of book related stuff that I won't go into right now. But if there was a class that could be considered to be the wizard, it would be the arcanist. But again, that's not quite how it is. So just, I can put it. Yeah, don't think of it as a literal thing. It's just like just differences. Oh, great. There's a some kind of weird earth elemental there. Lovely. God, these things are elites, so they're going to be tough. Now, if you look, I believe. Oh, yep. There you go. There we go. Right. So, wait.
This is the last one.
Who set this fire?
It's over with quick. Place the warding crystal.
Who started that fire? I'm pretty sure that Earth Elemental wouldn't need it.
Let's talk outside. I need to figure out what to do next.
Yeah. Who set that fire? I mean, and these... And once again... There you go. Is that my ember? Yes, it is.
I know my rogue spell is to blame for most of the weirdness happening around Tordreok, but it almost seems like these damned moats are becoming dangerous. They're doing more than just mischievous magic. Ugh, fish biscuits. I know.
That is a great safe profanity to say, because it starts with an F. So it's like when they're when you're watching like some kids' cartoons and they say what is obviously a swear, but then they bleed it out. So it's like yeah. Interpret that as you will. Right, why would it turn dangerous?
I'm not sure. The moats aren't new. They're always hanging around Tordreok. I think they're drawn to places like this. But there was nothing in my spell that should have made them act malevolent. And there are a lot more around than usual.
Should we do something about them? I mean, I've been zapping them.
Yes, I can make traps to contain them, but I'm still worried about their behavior. While I work on the traps, could you head into the tower and look to Magister Iron's things? He might have a book with more information about the moats.
Okay.
See if you can find anything in the tower about the moats. I'll meet you there and start on the traps.
Okie dokie. Ugh. That's an element one. You can go bye-bye. That's me level. Again, look and see if there's anything underneath there. I think for the most part, I think like 90% of my of the settings and stuff like that are set up as I want them to be. But there is obviously, some that haven't been. Hey. There's like...
Alright, that was a little funny.
There's several embers. What's going on? This is confusing me. Oh, runestone. There we go. Okay. So first things first. Always check bookshelves, because they can sometimes give you, same for the dressers. See, look, I just got a recipe called monkey pig cutlets, which is rather disturbing. And does see now my main crafter Valen doesn't know this recipe, so I'll be saving it for them and putting it in the thing. But yeah, this is so going to help with this. So we've got like I'm just like going through and inspecting everything, because like I say, I am Khajiit. There's a book. I'll read that. So what was I need to look for? I need to look for the Sorrows of the Wind, which is over here. There you go. Sorrows of the Wind is a book. I'm not going to read the book stuff out, but there is a way in the game that once you've sort of picked up, so to speak, the book, you can go and read it. Now, there are a couple of books which are interesting, and I do believe that the infamous Lusty Argonian is present in the game. And because it's sort of like a sort of... now, for those of you who don't know the Elder Scrolls series, the Lusty Argonian is a rather infamous book, because it is the closest they have to what is essentially smut. If you are familiar with Critical Role and you've Tusk Love type thing, I think that's what it was called. It's basically on a par with that, except it is featuring a lusty Argonian maid, and it's got quite a bit of a reputation. Oh, Inferno stuff. I'll take that. Oh, yeah.
You in here? Did you find anything useful about the moats?
Yes.
I finished the traps. Once we set them up, they should take care of the moats. Then I can sort out the livestock and
That's it.
Dressa.
It's not good.
At some point, create a counterspell to fix everything for good. Did you learn anything useful?
I must remember to not talk over the characters because it's rude. Not only in game, but also so people can hear what they're saying. I found a book that mentions a wind spirit associated with the moats in this area.
Oh, I read that one with the wind sorrow lady, right? Oh, what if my spell disturbed her and that's why the moats are acting up? That's troubling, and also a problem for future Ember. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Or two things, actually.
Which are?
The traps are finished, but the livestock and Hildressa are still a problem. I want to figure out a way to return them all to their natural forms before the illusion does any damage. Could you set the traps while I do that?
Sure. Where should I set them?
Here, I'll mark some places to set the traps. They're in a pack by the work tables outside. While you do that, I'll figure out how to fix the livestock and Hildressa. Then I can work on my counterspell. Meet me by the livestock pens when you're done. Good luck setting up the traps. I'll meet you by the livestock pens when you're finished.
Okay. I'm just going to finish looting in here for the moment. Oh, I've got some... Because as a fellow Khajiit, you understand the itch. You know? You see a lootable container, you must open it. Right. Okay. So where's Ember's pack? Here we go, over here. Are we taking that? There we go. Right, so the first trap is, it's basically around the outside. Okay, that makes sense. So one goes, yeah. Okay, and then we'll go round to that one. Boom. I've really missed playing. I realise now I've really missed playing this game, and I think I think it's like the starting again from scratch. Not from scratch, but starting a new character and a sort of slightly different one from what I've been playing before. Not by a huge amount, I think, because I do like spellcasters and range characters, I will admit. But I don't know, it just feels good. Like sort of like going back to my roots sort of thing. Oh, treasure chest. It's like, because I need to open a lot of treasure chests. Yep, for the ledger domains. There you go. Wow, I've got the gold, other stuff, lockpicking. So now, you can see I have ledger domain, which is improved hiding, and soul magic. Now I am saving these 2 skill points for a very particular reason, because I need them when to help unlock the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild, because there's 2 options you can get in that which are really helpful. I think it's like one's Intimidate and I think the other one's Persuade. They are very helpful skills to get. Like, to the point where it's like, you know, pretty much you want to... Oh, that's a big crabby. Yeah, so to the point where you want to get those skills pretty much as soon as you can. And I believe the guide will take me through there. But obviously, like I say, I'm diverting a little bit because I want to get a companion first of all. Oh, I thought we had a hat on. Legit thought that crab had a hat on. There you go, last one. So this will form a nice little barrier around them. Yep, put that one there. There we go. Right. We're going to have a nice little chat with Ember. At the livestock. That's worrying. Oh, she's over there. Enchanted sheep. Oh, these are the people who got turned.
All right, let's get you two back to your regular chicken selves. Ha! I knew it would work. Run along, ladies.
Chickens!
You're back. The traps worked, didn't they? See? I told you I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Speaking of which, I think I figured out a way to return the livestock to their original forms.
Oh, how?
I made some.
Oh, that works.
I know it looks
Okay, that works. Okay, I'll just try pressing the 1 key. I may have installed that mod anyway.
And I call it the Spoon of Undo.
Spoon of Undo.
Chickens. It removes the illusions perfectly.
Why is it so important to remove the illusions from the livestock?
Normally I wouldn't bother, but illusions can be disorienting and cause terrible headaches. I don't want any of the animals suffering while I come up with my counterspell. Oh, and Huldressa. I suppose I don't really want her suffering either.
Okay, what can I do to help?
Here, take the Spoon of Undo. If you could run around and fix the livestock and Huldressa, that will give me a chance to finally whip up this counterspell. By the time you're finished, I'm sure I'll have something figured out.
Okay, you work on that. I'll go and wave a spoon at some lives. This is not going to be the weirdest thing this character does. I know that.
Just look around for people making animal noises. I'm sure they won't be hard to find. And tell them I'm sorry when you change them back, would you? As for Huldressa, I'm all in favor of leaving her as a guar. Just kidding. Kind of.
How does the Spoon of Undo work? Hey.
Sounds cute when you say it. It's a pretty simple reverse.
Hello.
It should counteract the magic from the motes and dispel the illusion. Basic stuff.
Stinky cat. Okay. Do you think the animals will let me use the Spoon of Undo on them?
Well, they're still animals. They might run around a bit, but I doubt they'll make it too difficult for you. They're not exactly geniuses.
Harsh.
Personally, if I was a sheep and got turned into a human, I think I'd go off on an adventure.
Okay. Oi! Can I ask what you were trying to do with your experimental spell in the first place?
I wasn't trying to turn animals into people, I swear. I had a theory about animating the inanimate. One of Magister Irin's texts gave me the idea.
Ah.
That's probably why he locks so many of his books away. Now
Yeah, books are often locked away like that for a reason. What will Magister Irin do if he returns before we fix everything?
well, I'm hoping to avoid that scenario. But if it does happen, I'm not sure. He's an odd one. I'm too old for him to punish, and he's not really the type to dole out discipline anyway. I think he'd be disappointed, which is so much worse.
Oh, oh no. Yeah, she's right on that one. It's like, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. It's like, well, throw me in the river. Yeah, that would be...
Working on the counterspell.
Yeah,
Come when you're done.
that would definitely be worse. Oh, that feels... Oh no. You alright? That cow's just like, that was the weirdest shit I've seen. Imagine if it was the other way around. Like a human turned into a sheep. That would be unpleasant. Come here. Come here. Although this is quite an appropriate sort of quest, I feel, for introducing you to a mischievous yet well-meaning sorcerer Khajiit-like character. I remember right, Isabel's one is like all about, you know, like honor and doing the right thing. So the quests, the introductory quests to do, I feel match very well to the to the various companions, but I say I don't think I'm going to be unlocking all of them on this character, but that may change at some point in the future. I'm not saying it definitely won't. I'm just maybe, you know, if we're sort of like in the area and be like, oh, you know what? Let's unlock this companion sort of thing, because they're all to be leveled, and there are a few who would be more suited to like certain classes, but this one, nah, I'll just go with this. So let's go with, you know what? I'm just going to go with the Homespun Beaches because I'm going to use the gear that I've got. Let's confirm. I think I've got a skill point coming up. Yes, I've got. So I'm saving that one. Curative. Now this is the healing one, and I think I can change it. Oh, have I? Oh, I haven't unlocked that one yet. Okay. So this creates a series of runes, and a heat promote about yourself or an ally. Right. Okay. So what I'm probably going to do, even though this is a yeah, you know what? Yeah, screw it. Just do that. Let's just do that. There we go. So I can now heal. I can. Now, if Ember gets damaged, I can sort of point it at her. Like if we say, for example, you know, pretend that tree is Ember, I can just go. There you go, and see that me, it's healed. There we go. Ah, the Gua. Hello. Come on. No, come back here, you little. Come here, you little. No, come on. Stop running. I'm trying to give the cat a medicine. Come on. Just, will you stop? Get your ass over here. Oh, that's disturbing.
Was I just a Guar? This is all Ember's fault.
Aye.
Oh, I feel strange. It was quite unpleasant. Thank you for saving me. I know I'm nothing to gawk at, but I prefer to look like this instead of a Guar.
Are you alright now?
All right. She made me look like a Guar. What do you think? I told Magister Aaron that Ember was trouble the moment she showed up. Trouble, I said. But did he listen?
Ember and I are working to sort everything out here.
There wouldn't be anything to work out if that careless Khajiit would listen more and mind her elders. She's brash and often quite rude. Why am I standing here talking to you? I'm going back to my kitchen, and I may just have a glass of brandy.
Okay, you can enjoy your brandy. I think you deserve it after what you've just been through. Turn into basically a sort of giant chicken lizard. Which is basically what Guars are. There we go. Alright, where is she? I just hearing an explosion, the screen shaking and just hearing fish biscuits. Especially as we know what that basically means. Well, suspect. We know what that means. It's that's her saying a naughty word.
Back to her charming self? I've run into a problem.
What have you done? I'll be right back. Ooh, clam chowder. Chowder. There you go. I have now gained the skill I'm provisioning. Chowder. Say it properly. Bookshelf again. Just in case. It's probably. Oh, it's a jewelry box. Oh, there's another lockpick. Okay, yep, again. What was that? Did I check that one? That's just the bucket, I think. Yeah, that's okay, that's fine. Right. Do.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I've nearly finished my counter spell.
Yay!
But I need to find a tome called The Mirrored Way to complete it. I know Magister Aaron has it, but it's not with the rest of his books. That's the bad news.
Why is that the bad news?
Because if the Mirrored Way isn't with the rest of his things, it's probably locked away in his arcane library. The library he specifically forbids me from entering. The tome I need has to be in there. Without it, I can't make the counter spell.
What should we do?
Magister Aaron has warned me not to enter his library 1,000 times. But these are special circumstances. There will probably be some magical traps inside meant to keep me out. so I'll need your help getting the book while I deal with them.
Okay.
Once we find the Mirrored Way in Magister Irin's library, I can finish my counterspell. I just hope the old man wasn't serious about putting something dangerous inside to keep me out. He was definitely kidding. Had to be. Come on, let's go.
What kind of magical traps do you think we'll run into?
Not sure. I picked the lock on the place as soon as I figured out he didn't want me getting in there. He's since put up protections and told me to stay out unless I have his permission. I'm sure he's got some kind of ward or barrier set up.
Hang on. You were able to enter his arcane library just by picking the lock?
It wasn't hard. Mages like Magister Irin tend to think in very magical ways. They'll put magic reinforcements over every inch of a place, but forget a few pins and a good ear can foil them. And
over-engineered, basically, right.
Very good lockpick.
Okay, how did you get so good at lockpicking, if you don't mind me asking?
Necessity. I wasn't exactly raised in the lap of luxury. Not even in the lap of genteel poverty, for that matter. You get good at things like that if you don't want to be hungry. Or caught by guards or angry.
Right, so yeah, you're what they would call a street kid, so to speak. Okay.
Follow me. The library is downstairs. Give me
And of course, he took you in.
Alright, let's get in and out as quick as we can.
He helped you, which I suppose is like one of the reasons why him being disappointed it would hurt so much. He'd be like, oh, can I cook in there? No, I cannot. Yep. I'm not going to loot absolutely everything, but I'm going to loot many things. Ooh. I think the next thing I need to unlock, and I'll probably do that tomorrow, is the scribbling thing. Maybe do it tonight if we get enough. Because again, by unlocking it early, it will allow me to pick up bits and pieces for it as I go through the game a lot quicker. So again, all depends on how quickly this goes. If there's enough time. Probably will be. Oh, there you go, see? Enchanting. Which is why you really want to check every bookshelf, especially at the lower levels. Because it gives you basically it gives you like in effect like 3 skill level ups, which is very, very helpful. Oh, he's a big boy. Oh god, he is a big boy. He just, wow. Did he just throw his, he did, he threw his shield, didn't he? Nice. Alright. Okay, so let's check over here, these ones. Yeah, see, Rune Mend. And not every bookshelf has them. The skill training sort of thing. But there's enough of them that it's worth doing it. Okay, so where is it? The Mirrored Way. It's not yet. This is it. Herein the many twisted ways of ancient spellworks are contained. Beware ye who gaze upon this tome and behold its wonderfully confusing spells. Spells the mirrored way leave a twisting path and attract many an overzealous acolyte to damage, despair, and even death. Beware! To read further, you must know the secret incantation of the Mirrored Way.
That's it, you got it! Now let's get out of here before I set off something else.
Oops, that in. Yep, that's locked.
Magister Irin really didn't want me getting in there, huh? I have to admire the dedication. I didn't know the old man had it in him. He had something to target me specifically. What a sneaky old goat. Good thing I had you with me. You managed to get the book, right? Let me see it.
Here you go.
Let me take a look. No, not that. That would be bad. What about this? Oh, here it is. It's Amahan Ist Exis, not Gahanemexis is. Good thing I checked. See? That's personal growth right there.
What does that even mean? Just sounded like some gibberish.
2 different arcane glyphs. They do entirely different things when written and pronounced aloud. The second one is what I need for my counterspell. Now, all that's left is to get to the old ritual circle and cast this. I'll need your help again.
Okay.
The counterspell should set everything right in Tordrayak. Things will be just as Magister Irin left them, and I won't have to face his furrowed brow. I'll need your help at the ritual site. Casting a spell this big is a 2-person job.
Why can't you cast your counterspell here?
The old ritual circle is a place of power, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. I plan to draw on the magic there to help strengthen my counterspell. Magister Irin told me about it. This probably isn't how he wanted to implement the lesson.
Do you think that Windsorrow's spirit is actually here?
Maybe. Old tales and myths always start from some truth at some point.
True, they do.
The moats around here seem to be affected by more than my spell.
So the whole thing, like, all the...
I always expect the worst. I find it helpful.
So what do you think we might find at the ritual site?
If luck is with us, maybe just some irritated wildlife we can deal with as we've done before. Or some of the bolder moats. But if there is some truth to the ancient tales, then maybe we find some sort of really cranky wind spirit.
Okay.
The ritual circle is just up the hill. I'll meet you there.
Okay, where's the... Oh yeah, it's upstairs, derp. Like, where's the exit? It's because it's up there. Right. Right, I need to go... Oh, over there. Excuse me, pardon me, come through. Oh, it's literally right up there. Oh, that's helpful. Oh, no, I can't jump over that. Damn it. My legs aren't big enough.
I'm here. First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around the site.
Yep. You can teleport? That's a new one. Ooh, treasure chest.
Light the 3 ritual flames here. I'll get the ones on the other.
I know. Important things, Ember. Treasure chest. Nice. Okay. Ooh, a ring. Handy. Yeah. I'm probably not going to worry about replacing these items until I get to like level 10 or something like that, so... Yeah, health recovery, maximum health. See, now if I get the full set of the Sister's Scowl set, any 5 items from the set, and then it will give me stamina, health, stamina, and when you bash an enemy. Now obviously that's more to do with you know, for like tanky type characters, but it does, you know, it gives me more health and it does give me health recovery, so that's why I've equipped it. There we go. Oh god, you know, oh fudge. Oh god, this is like it's a wisp mother or something, isn't it? Yep. That's I do want to go more to like a lightning staff, but fire will do for now. Fire's fine. There we go, right. That's dealt with. And the next one's over there. And then over. Yeah.
Almost there. It's done. The spell is set. Follow me. We should be able to see it materialize.
You got it. Oh, you're over there. Come back. Where are you going to? Oh.
We did it! Come on.
Hey.
Back to the tower.
Hey, we have some fireworks. Nice. Hello. Yes, I know. It's like no, no.
Was turned into a guar.
Of course, Huldressa. I promise to address the situation.
Oh,
See that you do.
Huldressa sold me out, didn't she?
Let me speak to
Like
your
Khajiit?
associate first, Ember.
Khajiit? That's a nice outfit that Khajiit's wearing. That's
So, you were witness to the events here, and as I understand it, you had a hand in bringing them to an end.
yes.
For that, I thank you. And if you'll indulge me, I do have a few lingering questions. What in the world?
Like, sorry, getting cat hairs. You've been all snuggly, but your hair's getting everywhere, dear. Ember had a spell go, alright.
I don't know what I expected, leaving her to her own devices here, even temporarily. Ember and Trouble are old friends. I can still feel the repercussions of this spell gone awry, as you say. Do I have you to thank for rectifying it?
Ember already had an idea of how to fix it before I got here. I just helped.
I see. As trying as she can be, she truly is a talented mage. She can be impatient, but given her natural inclination to magic, it's understandable. I always knew I was perhaps not the best teacher for her.
What do you mean?
I took her in because I knew I couldn't leave someone as skilled and impulsive as her to her own devices. But I have neither the time nor aptitude to teach her properly. It's my own failing.
I'll acknowledge that.
I must collect my thoughts.
Okay, I'll go talk to Ember.
Don't worry, Ember isn't in any trouble. While I am not pleased about my traumatized cook, I must concede that everything is back in order.
Just see what the time is. It's gone really quick.
Magic weren't dire. Still, I must consider what to do now.
Is Ember a difficult student?
I don't mean to give the impression that Ember is incapable of learning. That's not the case. She's a bright mage, one of the brightest I've ever seen. Everything I've taught her, she's taken to like flame to parchment. But therein lies the problem.
How so?
Just like a flame, Ember wants to devour everything around her.
Appropriate for her name, Ember.
Ceaseless. That's good quality in a mage, but not necessarily one I'm equipped to deal with. By my own admission, I'm methodical, cautious, by the books.
And Ember isn't.
Exactly right. Ember needs someone who can keep up with her. Someone who thrusts themselves headlong into adventure so that she may temper herself and her magic beside them.
Like as a companion, maybe.
Younger, I could have been that for her, but not now.
Okay.
Hey, you. Let's talk while Magister Irin collects his thoughts.
Oh, great. There's two of them.
I thought Magister Irin would be as mad as a wet dragon, but he looks amused. It's probably because he's wanted to turn Huldressa into a guar at some point. He just won't admit it.
Of course he does.
The fact that we fixed it all before he got here helped.
Do you think he will push you harder at your magic studies now?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm grateful to Magister Irin, but sitting and reading about magic has little appeal to me. This whole thing just proved to me that I'm too restless here. I want to do magic, not just study it. Go on adventures, see things.
So you're saying you want to leave Tordrauk?
I think it's time. I've been given good training here, but I still have a lot to learn. For me,
Yeah, that's pretty good that you acknowledge that.
I learn best by doing. So I need to get out in the world and continue my training.
So what's next for Ember the Sorcerer?
Ember the Sorcerer. I like the sound of that. But that can come later. First, take this. It's not much, but you deserve it.
Hey.
I think we made a good team today. If you ever need a sorcerer who has your back, let me know. We'd have some fun.
Oh, you're more than welcome to join me.
Magister Irin, I'm grateful for your teachings and your patience. But I think it's time for me to move on.
The world is an excellent teacher for one of your talents, Ember. Do write me occasionally.
I should go pack my things. And say goodbye to Huldressa. Not a chance.
There we go. So we now have Ember as a companion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon her. If I do this right, it's Ember. Now, if I'm right, her rapport with me should be reasonably sort of midpoint, but I think her skill level should be pretty high.
Hey you, everything alright?
Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. She is at combat level 20, which is the maximum you can get for companions. But obviously, if I want to get her all her skills and stuff properly unlocked, I will need to increase the rapport. But I think this is the build. Yes, we've got Shocking Burst, Raging Storm, Vanish. So if I look at the skills, I think Starfall, Vanish. Yes, so she still has the same build that I gave her on when I was playing with Valen. Look at her. Look at her character, her equipment. She has got. Yep, she's got the helmet. Yep, she's got the lightning staff. So and yeah, she's got some pretty decent like purple tier gear. Not the top tier gear because I still need to replace the helmet. But it is pretty good, pretty decent gear. More than enough for this. So I think what I need to do is I need to switch this over to Strozmakai, I think it was. Strozmakai, yeah. Let's do that now. So we start there. So there's that one. Okay. Now the other thing I need to do as well, I'm going to turn that guide off temporarily. Is I got a little bit of time. I need to find out where the scribbing thing is because that is something like I said I want to unlock before I return to the storyline. So I'm just going to quickly check how I get that. I think it is scribbing. Yeah, I think. Oh, there you go. Accept quest. Okay, there you go. So yeah, all I've got to do is just, now I've done the other quest. So I think all I've got to do is that is just do the tutorial quest, the second error of scribing or scribbing, whatever you want to call it. So we'll do that. And I believe, so look, so go to there. Yep, show on the map. So this will take me. Now, lucky enough, I have a house here, so I am going to travel to that, which is another reason why I like to pick up all the houses because they give basically free travel. It's like having a waypoint you don't have to pay for. It doesn't take you. Oh, that's an interesting image. It doesn't take you exactly where you need to go. But by having multiple houses around the place, it becomes like a free-to-use waypoint, essentially. Especially when you're traveling, which is very, very helpful. Alright. Obviously, this is an in-room, so I'm going to have to go... I've got one, thank you. Oh, there's people drinking. Oh, what was that? I think this will take that to skin. Yep. So I think seeing what the time is, I think actually I'll just get to that and I will. No. We've got enough time. We have got enough time. So I need to just basically follow that path around. Now Ember should be mounted. Yep, she's selected a mount as well. Actually, you know what? I think this will be a good point to log out and we can do the scribing. Tomorrow. Because although this may actually be quite quick. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
You stopped. Thank you. There are plenty of you adventuring types running around, but everyone else seemed eager to ignore me. The Mages Guild.
How do those glasses stay on?
An explorer's grit to help us with a bit of a predicament. The Archmagister asked that I not say too much in earshot of my guildmates. Let's just say it's a magical anomaly. Untamed power from an unknown source. Plenty to catch a mage's interest, but that's just the trouble. It could be highly dangerous.
Is the Mages Guild keeping this a secret?
For now. Power draws mages like moths to a flame. We're a little hopeless that way. Votary Nalia, a knight from the Order of the Lamp, is on the scene. She needs someone to help her explore this anomaly and assess the danger. What do you say?
I will help Votary Nalia.
Excellent.
Springy wire between the frames. Ah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Sort of like pulling them together to pinch on the nose. Okay. That actually does make a bit of sense. Okay. Right. So,
and the others are inside.
if I remember correctly, this Votary Nala has the armor that I got for Valen. The sort of... Oh, right, yes, little pinchy sort of thing. Okay. I know it's not as pronounced, but it's no, yeah. That's how I'm thinking of it. Not sure I'd like that.
Ah, good. You must be our back.
Yes, this... She needs to become a companion as well. This character's great.
Right. Lead the way, traveler. The door just down the hall here.
Okay. So... Yeah, I think because... I'll say I've done...
This place is a bit of a mess thanks to that portal.
Yeah, because I've already done all these quests already, I don't need to do all of them again, because it's like... Now, the quest to unlock this thing is actually pretty good and well worth doing, but you don't need to... You know, you just sort of like to sort of... Wait, you have to do it again. You just have to do it just the once, which is good. This is just more like an introduction to it.
Now that we have a moment...
That armor, I freaking love that armor design.
Nalia, Votary Knight in the Order of the Lamp. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Ernard briefed you on our situation?
He asked me to help you investigate a magical anomaly.
That's exactly right. I'm quite proficient with portals, you see. This was my first time patrolling here in Sunamir, filling in for a friend. I sensed a portal through the wall back there, and when we broke through... well...
Did you try to go through?
I mean, I tried. There used to be a lot more wall back there. The portal...
Seriously, I love that armor design. And I have it.
Magical energy came bursting out. I'm just lucky I wasn't scraped up too bad.
What do you want to do now?
This portal is old magic, keyed to require 2 people to enter at the same time. I think. That's where you come in. I'll see if I can stabilize it, then we go through together. Do you have any questions before we head in?
I'm ready to go.
Here we go. It's happening again! Brace yourself! That blast reawakened some latent magic in here. Look around while I get this thing under control.
And all this books that would location meditate on. I just need a little more time.
An illusion? It seems distorted. Watch out!
Oh.
Hold notes down here. This thing's as stable as I can make it. Let's head in before another surge of magic.
Yeah, go on there. We'll go through.
Good to know I was right about the portal. Let's figure out where we are and find the source of all this unstable magic.
I suspect where we've got to go is, yep, down in this long winding corridor-like thing, whilst avoiding the giant blue balls. I regret my life choices sometimes saying that. Okay. Again, I must remember to look up more in this game. Look, he's a little birdie.
This architecture is elven. We must still be near Somerset.
Bug. I'll have you, thank you. And you as well. Thank you.
All these defenses are meant to protect what?
Look at that. Can this work, I wonder? Yeah, it does. Like I said, this game is just... It has its own style. It's visually appealing. It doesn't have photorealistic graphics, but I don't think that would work for a game like this. Oops, someone's been... Alright, so like, oops. Animated Archimegas. Oh dear. Yes, that's it, Ember. Yes, excellent. Runic Jolt can now be morphed. Ooh. Now, morphing basically means like changing the spell very slightly, like from its original thing.
Good to know I was right about the portal. Let's figure out where we are and find the source of all this unstable magic.
Okay, I think it's probably for that door up there, so let's just go and have a poke around up there, shall we? Oh, is that a yeah, bookshelves with books on? Always read. The Scholarium. What a great name. Endless bookshelves filled with tomes have sat in the darkness beneath Ivea for centuries. Knowledge, magic, and arcane artistry. Long lost to Tamriel, now reclaimed. Hey! Managed to do it in time. Captain's log. So this is the this is where you would basically teleport in. I believe I say.
Whatever's causing this, I think it's in the next room. Come on.
I think you're right. Just like lots of books. I mean, considering this place is probably like several hundred years old, maybe even more. The fact that these books are still readable is quite impressive. The books do not do well in certain environments, unfortunately.
Where are we?
See, I now gain a skill line. Dual wield. This is the Scholarium.
This place is incredible. We'll have to explore when we're not in mortal danger. All this unstable magic seems to be flowing from those doors to the altar.
I can try and close those doors.
Ah, see? You took the words right out of my mouth. Close the doors if you can. I'll see what I can do to stabilize the focusing crystal on the altar.
Okay.
I'll handle things here. Shut those doors.
Right, now I believe I don't have to do like all the associated quests with them, but if it looks like I have to, then like I say, I will do it tomorrow rather than try and do it tonight, because it will take about it takes about an hour or so. Maybe even a little bit longer. No, I'm getting distracted by the books. So let's because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go from this. This will tell me whether or not I need to sort of do the. Okay, good. Yep, there you go. That's the quest done. So yeah, if you're unlocking it for the account, you have to do like the there's like 5 quests associated, like sub quests associated with it, or objectives, I should say, not quests. And yes, that sounded like Matt Mercer then.
It's been too long since someone basked in my presence.
Voice sounds interesting. I think one of these is a dragon, I think. Oh, there's a griffin.
Hello? Oh no, is someone there?
Oh, yeah. Honestly, those little quests are quite fun, but obviously I don't need to do them. Yeah, I think Door to Dragon.
Humans ascend this star-parked night. One a land and one a light.
I need you up here now.
I'm coming. Keep your armor on. It's very. This whole game, as I say, is visually freaking gorgeous. And I like it when games kind of have their own vibe and their own style, rather than trying to be photorealistic. Now, there's nothing wrong with games trying to be, photorealistic sort of thing, but sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes you just need its own particular style and vibe. Ooh. Oh, hello.
That wasn't the best idea I've ever had.
Yeah.
Thieves, what have you done to my altar?
Hello.
We were just trying to calm things down. Who in oblivion are you?
This is a fine way to wake after centuries of restless slumber. Did she send you? You're not at all what I was promised. It wasn't enough to break in. You had to smash the altar, too.
We were trying to calm the unstable magic. Who are you?
You may call me the Crow. This is the Scalarium, and... I see now. She didn't send you. If she had, your knight wouldn't have smashed the altar's focusing crystal.
Well, I want to help. Well, tell me what to do.
I suppose, if you meant true harm, you could have done much worse. We'll need a new crystal to act as a focus for the altar. Procure one, and... pin feathers. I suppose it's the only way. We'll have to try.
I have to try what?
This altar focuses power to shape the very heart of magic itself. If we're going to get things under control, I'll need to talk you through the rite of scribing.
Scribing. That sounds bad. Why do I keep calling it scribbing? Scribing.
Hurry.
Right, I find a new focus in the East Wing. Okay.
East Wing should still have a replacement crystal boxed up somewhere. Don't let the Scalarium's defenses stand in your way. Hurry now.
Alright.
That blast took a lot out of me.
Yeah, you do what you need to do. It's alright, me and Ember got this. We got this. Oh, there we go. Yep, there. Yes. As you can see, having Ember on our side like this is going to be very helpful at these lower levels. Which is why I wanted to do it first. Skill ungranted. Khajiit skills. There you go. Right, let's just do this right now. Yep, I will go with... I'll claim this. I'll put some more points into Magicka. See, I got 2 points that time. I think it's when we hit level 10 is when we can start doing the dungeon stuff. So I may do that one. So, but looking at this, go to racial, Khajiit skills, Cutpurse, increases your health, Magicka, and stamina recovery. Yes, I'll do that one. There we go. I don't remember. I've got to save 2 points for that. Weapon, destruction staff. You know what? Yeah. Oh yeah, because I haven't done that. Let's go with... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just for now. Oh, no. Oh, let's look at the passives, actually. Which passives have I unlocked? None of those, none of those, none of those. Okay, so we'll go with... I could go with dual wield if I wanted to. But let's... Oh, tri-focused. Fully charged Inferno Heavy Staff. Yeah, let's go for that one. There you go. Level 5.
Yes, good. Bring the crystal to the altar. Place it in the empty locus. If we are to quell this magic, we must focus it into a new...
Now I've done it. Unlocked.
This is the scribing altar. Make this grimoire your own.
There you go, so I put that in there. This is basically how you make your own custom spells and stuff. So you have like magical damage, lingering, and breach. There you go. So I have concentrated blast of soul magic at a target. Boom! I've got a new skill. So this is how you basically make your custom spell. Is you have the sort of base core thing, and then you have the focus, the signature, and the affix, and these are like modules essentially, and you can have multiple different things, and you can change the spell as you want. You know, you might have, like, say, one that heals you more, or one that does, say, fire damage, or whatever. It's not a bad little system. I quite like it. There you go. Would you like to go to the skills page? Yes. Now, like I say, oh no, I've got to save a skill point. See, there you go. I now have...
What just happened?
Magical Soul. See, I have Soul Trap. I'll put that there. And there we go. Talk to the crow.
It's done. The altar is quiet, and for the first time in centuries, scribing has returned to Tamriel. It's clear Ulfsil did not send you, but I believe she would be quite proud of you just the same.
Ulfsid didn't send us. Who is she?
Archmage Ulfsild the Evergreen? Warrior Witch of Kyne's Aegis? Clever woman of the Druidoc? The Pale's priestess of Juno? She created the Scalarium and perfected the art of scribing.
And that's what I just did. Scribing. Shaping magic.
Like a ray of sunlight from Magnus himself. Yes.
Oh, I know Magnus.
By Archmage Ulfsild in collaboration with powerful beings. Spirits.
Multiple reasons.
Of magic. And you, adventurer, are going to seek them out.
Now, as I've mentioned multiple times on this stream before, I am a fan of 40k, so the fact that one of the most powerful mages in ESO, not the most powerful I don't think, but he's certainly up there, is called Magnus, pleases me. Hello, I know, just hold on. So I'm being a cat being grumble. Okay.
To inherit Ulfsild's legacy, to make your mark on spellcraft itself. The luminaries wait beyond these beautiful sealed doors.
Yeah, which is the quest I did before.
I will guide you on the path of scribing. I will take you under my wing.
And I can scribe more grimoires, shape new skills.
There is a world of magic beyond your mortal ken, adventurer.
Who's Ken?
Luminaries at your side. There is nothing you cannot accomplish. Speak to your knight. Consider my offer.
Okay, I talk to Nadia.
There is much to be done, but it will be good to flex my feathers again.
Okay.
I've been a knight in the Order for years, Traveler, and I've never heard of anything like this. A lost art of shaping magic, an ancient library, and these luminaries. This is incredible.
Well, the crow seems to think I can learn more about scribing from the luminaries.
Hopefully you'll learn exactly what a luminary is while you're at it. I'm lucky you were here, Traveler. My magic is so specialized.
Yeah, because you're focused on teleportation and stuff.
Who knows what else you'll learn to do? What sort of spells and skills you'll create?
What do we do now?
Well, I need to report in. Tell the head of my order what's happened and get guidance from the Archmagister. If you're asking my advice, why not stay here? Talk more with the crow and see if you can start to walk this path she mentioned.
I already have. This turned out to be quite the patrol, Nadia.
A patrol to last a lifetime. I brought you in to help with an unstable portal, and look at everything we've done. Explored an ancient library, met a talking crow, and apparently revived an ancient form of magic.
Yeah. Not bad for half an hour's work, is it?
I have no idea.
There you go. Second era scribing.
This will be a long and
Rune mend can now be morphed.
In the meantime, you have a feathered scholar to speak with.
I do. What do you happen to get from the Mages Guild?
You passed some of my trusted associates when we entered Sunamir. I want them tasked to investigate and catalog what we find. In the meantime, you're our resident expert on scribing. You need to learn everything you can.
Yeah, there seems to be a good deal still to discover.
You couldn't be more right. What are the luminaries? How do they relate to this lost art of scribing? We have more questions than answers. Luckily, we also have you. Give the crow my regards, Traveler.
I'll go speak with the crow. Good luck, Nadia.
I'm a touch nervous to bring this to the Votary Commander and Archmage Galarian.
Oops, Oi, no. Don't lean on my hand like that, no. So I need to... So I accepted the quest I didn't want to. Right. So I'll be coming back to this later. So, like I say, this is basically the prep, shall we say, done. So, I just want to very quickly see if it's all... Yep, it's all unlocked. Good. This is what I'm to check.
Have you scribed that perfect skill?
Also, it's a merchant here because I need to sell some stuff. Right, so first of all, we'll sell that. Sell. That can't be sold. I could be using these to breaking them down, but I'm not too fussed about crafting right now. That I need to learn. There we go, we'll take all of those. That gives us 2 new rings. Maximum health, so let's equip that. And then... There we go. We should have both of them now. So there you go. We get the bonus health. So basically, these things like I said, the different bits and pieces that get unlocked that allow you to modify your spells. So you can see, for example, like there, it has like scripts, resolve, buff increasing physical and spell resistance, Mender's Bend. I need to like work on restoration stuff to unlock that. Like, I need a signature of a class achievement and things like. So there is lots and lots and lots of things that can be done with this. But I think actually what I'm going to do, like I say, is I'm going to head back towards Stros Mackay, because that's kind of where I'm supposed to be going in the first place. So let's head there. Stros Mackay. There we go. It's going to cost me some gold, but never mind. And that's me done for tonight. Yeah, I'm going to be playing this for quite a while again, because I like this game, and I do believe there is on the horizon though. There's a rumbling that a new No Man's Sky expedition is on its way, because Sean Murray has been doing his usual random tweeting random emojis out, which is always an indicator that there is one on the horizon, probably within the next couple of weeks, maybe even a week. When that comes out, I will probably do the same thing I did before, and I will wait until there was like one of the people on Reddit does a guide, and then that week, that Monday, I will take a small break from this to play No Man's Sky, because I am now fully up to date in terms of expedition rewards, and I want to keep on top of these. I have no idea what this expedition is going to be about, only that the emoji used is essentially a bit of bacon. Make of that as you will. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So even if it drops this week, I probably won't be playing until maybe next week or the week after. So for now, this is going to be that. But yeah, on the horizon, whenever it may be, No Man's Sky will be coming up. And it's not because I'm not enjoying this game, it's just because I really want to keep up with the whole No Man's Sky stuff. At the very least, I want to do at least one stream of it. Even if I decide, you know what, this is good, but I think I'm going to do the other stuff off stream, like I did before, especially if I get a bit with it. Right, so that's me done for tonight. I'll be back with this tomorrow, because I've just seen what the time is. So, nighty night.